na domana aswohia bapa nti mo fire jays upon wakoni na mu a say die 11 wonders or the aba nti yebehwe na yehu de ode ba on board. And then some other stories if I in league ni other football stories are ya bobo anu nyina de ba odwumade so mena sha se ekono nso abo apa hosima no edu 9 aha Otec FM so 102.9 the pride of Ashanti. Yademo tena kopim 10 p.m. Nyame admo tena Champions League e wo ho. Enti no yebehwe na ye di Champions League so nkomo. Primat conference ahodo akoso ni nyina no. Wala si de ho updates e ba na ehu nsem ya tensem a managers ni bi dia to dwama Renfield tena Paris Saint-Germain. Wo mo ne Bayern Munich ebo artisan odin. Sa Champions League match day ye yebenya Liverpool at home versus Real Madrid. Matches in the enough from Champions League is it tough matches in crowd from start to finish. Entino yebe kwama on it na yaba na Kufila B says Scandini award Dimonza nyina join here. Weekend yi Dimonza ne Kimfesa Ekwa we and afi says Candy ene FC Ashanti Gold 04 enso kwa we. Sunsanso free o matches ahodo am kobo eni nyina mo bae no ye de ho komo eba e odwumade so entimesrew enye afidie no emfree ahase na whilst awohwe no ye streaming show no live e social media platforms mienu dedi kan e Facebook o call Facebook anu search Otec 102.9FM page no e wo ho and on YouTube Otec Sports channel no also show ni streaming live e wo ho honyina no betumi the comments afa na ya kind amount. Obesa or the fat WhatsApp so a number is 0505 225578 0505 225578 ho ena obi to me a day adwenchani nyina afa e odwumade so na ya kind a day amount. Mreno asha say tumika wa fight you see in bold spikes ni bi ahye ne nan ena oko nti se wanye faster obekwa agya nti ye fast ni akwa manone na fi last the details e wo amanone the see weekend see the ebesu ochina ene the akwakoso ni the ebekoso nani hu komo nyina no na ode amaye kama ewia ne agimre ne ewrewrem ye frame Kanu ye fast da ma sikapa ena Eugene Maradona ena obi bia wote enka across the globe mo amote enka from the diaspora ya appreciate mo pa dem wase nyankopon ko so anhira mo se aduro nwumre bia mo de kwara se mo to ne mandly mo so mo data na afi mo switch mo internet no na mo ba Otec betie ye da mo wase mo nso am Ghana ha obi wo ho no mo tene ka mu samri wa switch dia to Otec because mi se mbre na so Mr Debra mo samri afi no mo nam kwan so kofi nyankopon hira mo nyina na minshira mo chama biola mo sofu ima ene chese mpenimfo munyina ya adamo odikem nze munyina mo nam kwan so kofi mo drive with care nyankopon fa mo nkodura sumdwe mu trot drivers taxi drivers pragia ene mo amu twi bolt ni ade nyina no yenim se du samre ya no obi asha se tim na fidie no e de to ha enti ma munyina kwa ba yedem ase yenim se mrepam no ye nyina ebe pemre na ye hyehia ye ho na mo nkoso an support ye so atiase the oton ne ma beka se mo support no hustle nso ye hustle ani nti mo support ye hustle no sa amaye na bibia anya kama Kwaku Entry Collins aka Toxic international Toxic mi kan try hwe mi free ne yankopon shira pa me to nka na acheminua na Millicent abena ho fe yankopon shira we teacher ni wa being brutal wo kire nkwada de train teacher of course onim adwuma na pa onyina hwe so atiase squad pa bebre nyame nshira mu nyina na onkoso a ennomo so enya betesa o timu ma yenkwa ma no nimra ye ba na ya jimre ni ewurawura nsem ni mu America Day student amanfu din o social media no zo enya bete kra sweet lady and a boy Ike Prince Ayebi Big Show, Tufor Joseph, Basa Messi, Moro Muhammad, Tommy, Grace Amuakon, and squad Amuje Crespo. Yes, Yankupun Shamunina, Edamasi, papa. Edamasi. All right, so Yankwama on Imra. Na iwia enyamre etumi ahwe nsem ne mu ye pa yeba yebeto aso na nkomo aka bia no ye de amam
kanina ama chese bebia nsom na timia koye kama men confirm ese matchesa ene de eba so no na chese uram e wode yetie ne san I am in Fanto and Mississippi Animua, and you made 2 games at Ebasono. One of them, I Sassuolo Cacho Timono, not just some Amo Bo, Ama Bibiansono, to me Uncle so come as I came, I may come one seminar, and over a shepa Bibiansono, a bit to me up quick, come in Tininano, and some over joining an affair, Jumano, I will Facebook and also Opa, a Otec 102.9Fm, Otec 102.9Fm, YouTube, no, and some Otec Sports, Yamama Dina Fino, Yenyam. Jumana chasa bebianso no eno some ntimi ko entese de maka no me ba cho o check ya de tene sassuolo wo kono amon ene ganwa e de abom game no ya bo 90+4 shenen so esem ya sassuolo tifie a sheka ne paako ama ganwa enso aboni kare mienu shenen so esem bo 745 mamin confirm sa lazio wo kono enso tene fi stadio olympico na fe amana saida ne tin ade kayare kacho so no e de ahwemu kama we no e chese we games and anybody ebaso and yet one summoning and some tibidi amount na uram our La Liga no am fan to anymore as La Liga no sono net chesaria of Vieto and anybody no amo bo ediatia osasuna game time no and on some ebaso na net chesa e koso kama ama bibian some timia kwe men fan to ja as said yet na san ye kano net chesa mede to animo san aya de tie ne sala liga no ano so etimi abaso area obiedo po area tie Osasuna no mame mfanto no se wuram e wo Premier League ne mu a na chesa Sunderland de bobo kono omo so abebo na enwumere na afa bibia nso no etimi akwaso kama hye nso esa Sunderland tim no me ba cho omo ne Everton game no eno so na baso no otwe ama bibia nso no etimi akoye kama na wabra ye kan nyina na chesa o hye nso esa Sun game we no eno so todwa wa Stadium of Lighter me ba cho papa ne dire Thomas Bromo kwa kojina mo a center referee area ma game no ama chesani ama ne nyina no eno nso atimi akoya ya de sansam ne nyina eno nso atimi ya todwa enti we aye Manchester ene aye Monday night no men confirm se ne nyina eno nso timi antodwa ewa chesen kania na se ama bibia nso no eno nso timi akoye hye nso ese ye koye de na afedi akapia ye timi de abakama onim se nyankopon boda kyena no ma me mfanto onim se okyena ene ne Wednesday so no UEFA Champions League night me ba chode ye tie no and say ye remo na fe Monday for no and some atodwa e UEFA Champions League no mo ye de won some nyina etimi de abade ye tie ne say games awodo and some abetodwa e Champions League no mo ye ba be ye modwuma na fe de tie ne say Premier Conferences awodo no ye tinye bubum na fe won some atimi anya wo chafa ama bibia nso atimi akoso na mom hye no so e say anyumere ya me no kasa no say wani gye won some nsentro adwuma na nkasa obaye na fe watimi aye ni ya hye no so e say Otec School of Journalism and Communication Studies no and abedi to just some obeba na fe yatete do wa fantetie mo na onsom wa ba yen sentuani mapa ama bibia nsom atimi akwe anyumere ya wo timi nkan no me ba twa wo de na nkasa no se eye wasi na chese wasi certificate no na wo kura na se SSC no obetimi aba na admit wo kama sanso no na wonsom ode no we A level liver o pana fe yatimi agye mature students monso mo bro 25 years our working experience no mo beba na fe yatimi agye sanso no na watch exam te fie twan resource eno na ya waiting resource no me ba cho brana chasa bebia nso no entimi nkoye resource ne ba na ode aba na ya file amane amane nyina eno nso atimi akoye kama nte bia wo pia no o faka no aba be si Dr. Mensa me ba cho usi Dr. Mensa na ode wabusa esem oped ye tie ne sem asawase taxi station no ana sem asawase taxi rank no ye be chewa mo okwa wo de drive ni na ube hu no kache ne sem okwa asawase ukọ Otec FM anim ho na audio obesie o kache ne na audio tenam ne twa 7 no ano no na bibia nso ntimi nkoso kama osi wo ye anim ha u crossing road no ewram na no benkum so no edan de wo ne nyina wo de busa security ne no ese wankasa no o pediate ne sem Otec FM na onso waba ama bibia nso no etimi akoye kama entine nyina eye de tene sem mfanto no se Otec School of Journalism and Communication Studies won sensem no ana chasemede ne nyina nso no eno nso etimi de atodwa hye no nso ese ye kasa na nwumere no me ba cho obaba maden na fe wo fa namba no na wa frem penin fonso ama ya ponkoma kama eye 0547 823 005 0547 823 005 we no Otec School of Journalism and Communication Studies and once and something nyina and a chase dinning in so no and some ultimately amount no shannon so said the attendance at Diamond Scientific Care and Research Clinic to Nakaba Mechano at the bed jama so meba become some more no and some at the amount not just any money no and some ultimate kwe kama enti yakono meba cho all join here Facebook no so see not just ya juma no amani money no and some ultimate kwe kama opa Otec 102.9Fm Otec 102.9Fm YouTube no and some Otec Sports meba cho braho na fe juma ni nyina ye mom ama bibia nso no and some timi nkoso kama sade ya mekan no meba cho ye ngurama na fe menya juma no emfam free UEFA Champions League no mo na me pacho nyankopon bo 24 hours samre no na ye keka urama na fe no ye the games awodo ni nyina no and some timi ya hyehya so hye nso ese Manchester me kan won no ebi beba so 7 anasem 545 sanso no ana de tenese uram 545 no enu wi ade akapia enu som paso no otwe ama chese ne nyina som atimi akoye kama mamen confirm esa de tenese uram anyankopɔ boda kyena Manchester no me ba cho uram awa Diego Armando Maradona Franco Stadium wonim se Napoli bobo kono bo de tie entrant Frankfurt ama bibia so no enu som atimi akoye game no 545 ana sa game we no eno som to dwahye no so esem owura ne din Ade Joao Pinheiro ebegyinam na kyese ono afri Portugal aba begyinam ama san game no eno nsom atimi akoso kama ye kana me ba cho Savia Prague bobo kono omo nsom abetena few abrom game no omo ne Arsenal the Gunners and adi hwim game no eno nsom aya 5:45 for Ocean so ese game ne betodwa awo Fortuna Arena ama ne ne nyina no eno nsom atimi akoya ye tene nyina no eno nsom atimi ya ba na ebono watwe na afi ya akoya ne mu a me ba cho orum ewo Chivitas Metropolitan me de to animo sa Atletico Madrid bobo kono ene side ne dim ene Union Saint-Gilloise ade be pom ama be bia nso no ene nso atimi akoye game ya kan won semi no lecture sa o check referee me ba cho oba be gina game ne mu a ene nso anya sam keto kra ne nyina ene sam owura ne de expand exas no ene nso be gina ma ofri Norway oba be hwe ama sa game ne nyina ene nso atimi yankoso na Ocean so se Porto Glimten so no ane Monaco tim no me ba cho ochena 8 pm na ne nyina ene nsom to dwaye kana de etene se Juventus bobo kana ensom abetena fie awo Alliance Stadium memfanto no se we no awo Turin krom wo ne nyina ene sem amone Sporting CP bobo kana ensom ade betwem kama referee ade Daniel se be ensom ejina na fe wa ya adwuma no ama chesa ne nyina so no ene nsom atimi akoye kama ndebom chane so esa ye featured gamer nyankopo boda chena ye betena sana fe no me ba cho ye ba dwuma no na fe ye featured jama bojam no eno ye Liverpool bobo kono omo bewram o Anfield Road Stadium na fe mo game no omo nsom apo ade atia side le team ade Real Madrid the White Angels session so ese game we American one semi no me ba cho owura ne ten ade Svan Kovacs obechena mo ofri Romania na chasa game no eno nsom atemi abaso kama ye free one no le chasa mere to no se Olympiacos kono and some po ade tia PSV and Dovina me ba cho game we so no ano baya se passion so asem owura ne ten ade Clermont Tapino ono som obejama na fe no ono som aya adwuma ne nyina ane som owram ewa Karaskakis aya stadium aha ana memfanto ya som Olympiacos bobo kono amane PSV so no amon som ade hwim amane amane nyina ane som atimi akoye ya kana de tennis Parc de Bras aya Paris Saint-Germain bobo kono amobapo ade tia FC Payamonchen ama chesa adwuma na so no ane som atimi akoso na watwe ana game we etodwa ewa Parc de Bras ya kana yenwrama na Center refer on some area no aye Maurizio Mariani way or Italian and Italian arbitra and baba so ama chesa dwuma ne nyina no and some atimi akoya ye tedi nyina and some atimi apa na me pacho our tournament stadium no ye bone say ya unim say aye day ya tournament omo nko na bo aye omo stadium enti omo bo ade tie FC Copenhagen game we no and some boss no watch no lecture Ocean so asem owura ne tin ade Eric Lambrecht of Belgium and a game we saw way a Manchester over Tuesday now you wait for Champions League and on some media my and I'm a patro young Ramo not Wednesday in Nina and I said Manchester would run on sono and on some other twas on Wednesday so I'm at Yaka piano and on some ultimate quay now my patro Manchester ever saw our you wait for Champions League and our Wednesday and Memphis Mr. Purpose FC I'm about 5:45 I'm a game on amane pia we are ene bebo Samsung ana Karabak bobo kono amo bebo ade tia Chelsea aya 5:45 ana sa game we no eno so timi abaso na yaka Karabak ene Chelsea game no onim sem owura sa game na memfanto anemo esem owura ne ten ade Tofik obejam as center referee ade amasa game no me ba cho Ajax bobo kono omene Galatasaray Sport Club and some ade betwim no Johan Cruyff Arena eno aye Wednesday eno aye 8 pm no na ya kan nyina ma men confirm ese we no o check ya lecture sade yete ne sem owura ne den ade Benoit Bassin or ye French referee ono some aye sa game no so ama bibia some atimi akoye kama na de wo no ene se Elsa Benfica tim no amon some aba body yete and game no anon some 8 pm aye kan nyina no lectures anon some timi abaso no memfanto no sa side let him ade de tiene some aye Barca amon so babo mo de ne de tia Club Brugge anon aye de tiene some memfanto no mo as a Club Brugge amon grounds one no ana sa game we no anu som todwa 8 p.m. na sa game we boso na me confirm some owram okise pemianza anu aya Wednesday night no Intebobo kono ani Kairat Amati ade betwem we no som timi abaso na City Bobo kono ebetene fi Etihad Campus Stadium na fi game no amapo ade Etihad Borussia Dortmund no aya Wednesday 8 ana abaso me ba choma se Bobo kono ani Atalanta anu som betodwa Wednesday Sansono ana Newcastle United team no ebe body ete Athletic Club de Bilbao anu som aya Wednesday 8 p.m. anu so no aya de ete St James's Park yen confirm say we ni Manchester wodo ani nyina no anu som boso awo UEFA Champions League no we aya kakra chese ni nyina so no etibidi apa yamra na fe no Manchester meba cho beba so Tuesday no men confirm say the tennis Premier Conferences awudo akoso ama managers ne players awudo no amon som akasa adin sempina adon som atimi aba na wa bra ye pona fe ya baba ya dwuma no lectures coaches ne players awudo no meba cho amonum nsem ne nyina ye timi aba no the tennis oba join ye ena nyimre na fe no bebi ansom atimi akoye Otec 102.9Fm Otec 102.9FM Oba na wo like na o share uwia o comments awoto no o de to na fe ye ready e wo so no so am wo bia na nyimre o maneta no ono nsom atemi ate ese bibia nsom atemi akoye kama ama chese bibia nsom atemi akoso enti ana nyimre uramo awade ye tenisa fashion eye stitches awo ye nyanso a na chesa hono nso no yesem ama bia tuma me ankasa ano ye menua pa ana obo wadwuma no enti de wo mo sem aye fashion eye searches no ye nchia mo na nwumere me wuramo awo Liverpool bobo kono na chesa betin commercial nso esem amo poppy game de yetia mato de bobo kono na eno ene amo player na tin ade Ryan Raffenbeck no ono ani manager ne tide Arna slot ene wuramo awo de yetene Premier chana se na eno na me patro player ne tide Ryan Raffenbeck no o shase kasai ni nyina ane sabon ni ebusa ne say game wa Money Madrid aba bono mo players no how prepared anomaye me ba to Raffenbeck say yanka amu obia so ntemente esa Liverpool bobo kono omo ya big team omo ko game bia mu a president so mo de kom no eno anu omo ye o se manager okra omo no aye orade dire Arna slot papa no onim dia o ye na players no omo nso enim niam omo ya ebeboa club no ama chesa bebia nso no eno nso atimi akoye ntomo de Madrid game ni ya big game a player bia pebia bo sanso no ana ba UEFA Champions League mu a player bia te so sam ono nso no ebetimi aficha awosa de tennis tournament no mo enti o chena game no ha de tie ne se day akru be chia kra ne bom Liverpool for no omo tena fie na fe omo san wo omo supporters no eta omo chire no omo nkonkodi agro Madrid for ne pa omo mra maye de omo peye omo de omo babua dwuma no ama bibia nso no eno nso atemi akoye eno aye Ryan Raffenbeck na boy ne to so no ana ebusa ne se chairman one kasa former teammate no aye Trent Alexander-Arnold no the tennis say ochire Yankopon bo boy ne bo na supporters no eno mo players no mo ba gine say ana Raffenbeck say ono ade a obetimi aka ene say ono as a player no ono de obetimi aka say na damfo pa ene Trent na ade ba ko ne say ochina ono ni chia sa omo ye namfo no omo bo e wo Liverpool a onu anya akwanya akwakwuram e wo Madrid no we anya ne bone so oni ni asempia Yankopon bo da chena no ohia na obema ne hag na mom supporters no welcome amade bema player ne de ade ba ko ne sam ono ankasa no ono onim entia no de aye chese supporters no ani owura ne tede Trent Alexander-Arnold no aye omo ankasa ne ntamasem ne mom no ono as a player ne de ono ohun se aye ne nua ento chena no ohia boy ne tede Trent Alexander-Arnold aye hag ana ono aye player ne tin ade de wo no ane sa memfanto no sa Raffenbeck no ono nsom abaya dwuma no ama bibia ane nsom atimi akoya ye de sansam no etimi de atoja wa bra na chasa player le tede Ryan Raffenbeck o kasa chirechire mu ese ono Trent ni asem na boy ne de ochena se kwakoba so ne ni hia o mane ha gini nyina no de ya ne tete ho 1029 de bibia no ya so te ho enti Raffenbeck on player ne tede Trent.
And obviously you could play against a former teammate in Trent Alexander-Arnold. What kind of a reception will he get from you guys? What kind of a reception can he expect from the fans, do you think, as well?
From the friends, I don't know.
All right, enti eno aye player and did right Raffenbeck no and o chire mu kama ama chese ne nyina so no eno nso atimi akoye ne enti na nyimre o tie mi a lectures o join Facebook no apa YouTube no so ama adwuma ne nyina eno nso atimi aye easy e de ama ya ama bibia nso no eno nso atimi akoye men koma ne mana afi no enkomode de de akapia yentimi mfamra ene Liverpool manager ne dim ade Arna Slot etnase o kasai o de updates awdo enso ade by eno aye injury updates and on some our Liverpool so no na manager ne confirm ye as Alexander Isak boy ne out from game one omne Real Madrid e baba pono ye tie ne say o say boy no kwasam ne say obetimi ye training kakra akra na chese bibia nso atimi akoye ne mo no game omne Madrid e baba pono de ade bako ene say omobi ne mom game one omne City e baba ne Sunday no ebi enduru wono no owura le dire Alexander Isak obetimi aye fit ama bibia nso atimi akoso manager ne to aso ese owura le dire Jeremy Frimpong ana fe Alison Becker omunyina aye out from Sunday game wa eno nso abaso no eno aye kakra abaso eno ana manager ne say Madrid game no aye big game manager bia what the team be kwakosia Real Madrid a big game na wo kwakoba no na ade baako a ono obetimi aka ene se ne players no omo ya world prepared that bia no omo de omo pesa omo nya games say na afi no amo so timi bo ama chese bebia nso timi koso enti ochina game omo ba be bono de tene se Madrid we bo kono mo mfa ne se ai na Liverpool de ye hia mo atoto sa na ye no enti ono de oka ese ye big game na emo no aye dey a won de won se ne boys no enso aye adwuma no wa bra ne nyina omo nso betimi aye adwuma no be ba cho manager ne yebusa na aba ne former player ne tin ade Trent or say ono ankasa ne Trent Alexander no do no obetimi akasa Trent no on na ya juma na de obetimi aka ne say oh good memories adema de tiede say boy no adwuma kakra won na be ball Anfield and sana Trent airport de tiede say aye Madrid no or say memories ni bebre wo ho a ono nso eno aye positive memory ana chese ono nso adema de tiede say boy no or say ono de obema no warm welcome na ma ne yema ne nyina no eno nso atimi akoye sanso no ana de obetimi aka ne say players no le chese omo nyina pa no de tiede say Trent de Liverpool ye no home entomo no gene atu no san onyanso no eboma tensam ono so eboma de na fe ono supporters ne nyina omo so ahwea boma ma bibia nso no eno nso atimi akoye na Arna Slot say unya na awatwe baako na obo ade atia Real Madrid Tuesday Sunday uwie ya oni Manchester City a wa say hey master ade baako ne say anu ohye anu oden ento ono de sa games we no se beba na fe eniama so timi akoya ya no kwasem no ene se game bia no eye ba e wan plan we de ball na mom big games say no eye no kwasem sem difficult e ma manager sa wodon no a chesom nsem timi abo Arna Slot nenum nsem wa bra na papa no enso timi akasa no yentie bi.
Hi Arna, you've got the same two fixtures back to back as you had last season with Real and Manchester City. I mean, you obviously won them both last year. Is it a kind of test for where you are as a team now to have those two games again?
Every game we play is a test, especially because we are a new team. It's not the same because last season we played them both at home and now one of them is away. It's not the same because last season.
All right, eno aye Liverpool manager Arna Slot ena de sansam nyina no eno nso tibidi atodwa ama bibia nso no eno nso timi akoye manager ne to aso e kasai on sem de tie no ene se Liverpool assign a player ne tin ade flower and vet ade ne Leverkusen ne chese sika na anu ohye pa boy ne buy no de tie ne sem besi ne asani man koye informal player no ama chese ne man akwakoye bisi basa ama chese bibia nso ntimi nkoso na me pacho already did Arna Slot no anu say flower and vets no kura ne say o check here just a few weeks in no wapo many games at the Liverpool we boko no na o check player o fi different league aba na wa rem wo Premier League no o check intensity wo Premier League no mu a e wo soro pa na o check here flower and vets no among force opa no na mo boy no ono as manager no obeka ase watimi make impacted ada e wo Liverpool we boko no mo ana fe Premier League no mo entimu a mo de amote wo asa an ana boy no ana say boy e krampo no enkoe no wose ene ono one Ryan Raffenbeck ana call de tie ne say eye pre-match no na Raffenbeck no boy no mo amoje takra wo gem no Raffenbeck no odi say ansa na wotimi adjust to lifestyle I will Liverpool and 200 year all canning and the same run into the floor and vest no I am moment point in time I day and yamano and on some me a fa ama baby and sono and on some me a quay way no I according to me patro manager letting at the arna slot no and what is some way and on some to be a tuja wabra papa ni church on floor and vest no next ya bomba de na fe no yama so ultimate be join the Facebook no Otec 102.9Fm Otec 102.9Fm YouTube no Otec Sports Manager Arna slot on the play anything at the floor and vets.
Yeah, but you can say he started 1 out of the last 4. You can also say he started already 8, 9, 10, 11 games this season. So I've said this quite a lot, not being used as an excuse, but just tell how it is, that many times we've had to play 3 games in 7 days, or only 2 days rest in between, for a player that comes from a different league. Which is a very good league, by the way. But I think 9 or 10 people would agree on the fact that the Premier League is a bit more intense, especially in all the games. In the top games are similar, but in all the games. So yeah, then if you look at that, then he already played a lot, and he's had his impact in many games, but has been unlucky with the end product, either by himself or by his teammates. But for me, he exactly brought what we expected, a player that can create a lot for the team, will have his goals as well. But I don't think it comes to a surprise to anyone that if you are 22, 23, you come from a different league, that you might need some time.
Right into manager and he did it and a sort of Genamo Edema the Tenesa Liverpool Bokono and a did nen summoning and on some Timia Tuja ama Bibian some Timia Queen and men come and man off men ram our Madrid Boko Mediatiano and a set Madrid Timino Mebacho Amane German Feno Amane Liverpool Bokono Amapo ama Bibian Swatimia Coso and Yamano Caseno Madrid Eco True Liverpool no Quabre Mame the Tenesa images no Wabra Boys no Amolanti yenina o say yes omo pomoten ahwe miamu come away no denoising boy no na chese cool and calm ono ne kon hwia kama and odim no yes images no roll empty and no na chese Madrid boys no so no omo touch it down e Liverpool club ho na me patro no o check here Madrid omo pre-match no e patro manager ni team adi anase Alonso no odi denoising and koye na me patro denoising na oda o screen no so no ana de tennis and otena so no o say omo hwia no mo sa ochena nyankopon wa game wa eda Madrid animu omo ba bebo Tia Liverpool no omo ya Real Madrid omo ya anything than 3 points eda so no or say omo ba beji ne nyina ne se Madrid bobo ni players omo do omo buy no omo be ya omo best wa bre no ebetimi aboa ma 3 maximum points no me ba cho omo sansom atimi aka eno ana ye busa junior isen ese wankasa unua Vinicius Junior obekaya classico no ye yi unua frim ama chesani koko paya unua kasa ya remo awo dressing room akire no eni wo boni dua ma cheso sampa ye na wankasa no Vinicius sayan kasa ana wo denoising or say to be honest moment central for ya wala se we kan we won e top da bia won mo ha mani ama mani ye say pipin kansem ama chese wa we ya obi gina ba bia na watam dia kura dia kwakwa denchi obi ama nipa no kramporo wa we ya akofon sempi na no anon som atebe dia ba o say no kwasem ni ye de obetimi ya kan say sa eniama le see ye no anya dia chese eya dia bia obeka se hu ya wiase nyina en central for no atwe wo ma no enso mede si so kan ya ama chese kakakria bi enka dia tie ne sam daha manager Alonso gina ha na fe Vinicius gina ntawantawa no enso mede pae no be ba chodinyo sense Munya sansam na manenko esansa sansam we no baby Madrid nam sesie no enya nsama chese obeka se ehu hia eno na player no ensama ena nyimre odi tudwa and ye didn't and some tibidi upano wabra boy ne kasa ne manager ne Teddy Alonso and some kasa ye na ye busane say manager akwaba na what by now the attendance game about the bueno who say said and yaman kasano and some city Alonso say game about the ball at the Liverpool on any day and Kabetimia Fanesem a UEFA Champions League final Nemo mi ababenyan waha adia bako betimiaka esa a big game and one more bono Liverpool a big club a lot of respect at the Liverpool mobile kono same as manager on some Liverpool team no na di obetimi aka ene se ne boys no aye in fine form omo di omo pa no omo ba beye ade a de bia no omo taye na fe omo nsom atimi abodwuma no ama chese bibia nsom atimi akoye we aye manager ne Teddy Alonso ana chese all kasa no yebusa no about ne player ne team ade Trent Alexander-Arnold oye former Liverpool player no o se boy no oye fine okaya Palentia no wa mobi ni nyina no ene se na chese boy na nkasa sa match ne truye no na chese ne fitness level no enya nrui na mom no de obetimi aka ne se boy no are available for selection ochina ne nyina ne sem oya fita obetimi abodwuma no ama chese bebia nso no eno nsom atimi akoye o say he can play and if we need him and the tie ne say o say boy no our tremendous qualities match bobo ko ne be hia ne pa ama chese ne ama ne nyina no eno nsom atimi akoso ama ne ama ne nyina atimi akoye ye di ne nyina no etimi dia ba central for ne be ekobu sai say alo na utimu ya wo hihye say free kick no one no wayi wo aso mo and was oh we dey anya asem o na the tie ne say Madrid I was several takers I was pitch no so nemom eduru ba bi abo ne da players na be decide hwan and emo eno aye baako eno obi busa say oka free kick asemi penalties hwan na bebo Alonso say ono ne first taker our penalty mo no aye Kylian Mbappe say bia bibi koba na players nyina gina pitch no so including Mbappe no na omo yi obi eso onko ba oni problem nebo no ne first taker aye already tin ade Kylian Mbappe Alonso say ankam obi aso ntimente esa flowen vets no o coach no Oliver Kusen no he o gidie ne sa boy no ebe succeed no Liverpool a matter of time and a boy here na the obetimi can say boy no a big change and what me you know all free Germany what now many years no lectures all but England or Saudi no enye better esem so no obetimi turn things around easily nkaka in 20 there obetimi kasem player na nkasa onu som obetimi adapt ama bibia nsom atimi akoya ya dinin nyina no anu nsom atimi aba me ba cho kwabena video na me de Sunday wo no o de to so na fe yedem nkomo join the Facebook and YouTube ni sesi ene wa bra maturi boboko no etia fom awo de tennis Liverpool krom no no Merseyside no no players and any officials ni be akokoya de bi me pa cho Trent Alexander-Arnold Dean Huijsen Xabi Alonso Emilio Butragueño omo nyina di mo eko baby a me ba cho de tennis Diogo Jota yaya ama no ese ukutan hwirei ukutan flowers bia uwetumi de akogu no eno ena mpanimfo ni wo ho no we aye Trent Alexander-Arnold ena chese ode ne hwirei and flowers no ode asi wo kama Emilio Butragueño ena gina no Xabi Alonso etoso ena Dean Huijsen lenge akwada no nanantu ene chese trouser no kra no be kasa bia enframa ho no nemom wo gina pitch ne so a enema nyina timi koso entim aye sampanin fo no omonsom atimi ko boss adwuma no ama bibia nsom akoya ya dini nyina ene nsom atimi ya todwa na me pacho achira fakimi ana ene wakasa wase game wa omone Bayern eba be pono wase hwe omo prepare physically and mentally na de be chese de chance so krampo no and it's a game way asan kokoya you wait for Champions League no hey pat de plan ho no hey omene Bayern fo ne bebre ni nyina and it's supporters ne ba aba be support wo mo ama chese be bia nso atimi akoye o say big game say no uya supporters no asam amba ba ya adwuma no ano aye kakra eba na me patro Luis Enrique ejram ade ma PSG bobo ko no o say hey no krani o na chese Bayern for no omo record ekuta omo no wase chese o envy omo was a PG for no almost struggle as even 4 games on the winning at Waso. Nemo Uram Bayana and Malcolm could do 9 at the Dunuma so 15 games on my winning was a hey Tim Wewushia or my Bema and Conquer Kokotakosem and Conquer Kokoti I and a magic Champions League was a one lay a DNA ebeyo and Tim Onedia or Papa and Bobo Konabaso. I said 15 games. Ama team ya wini wabra amu PG for no extra girls and umbe wini 4 adi atwaso Manuel Pitanoya I say amu ye focus I will gamer how many PG eba bono I say Bayern Bobo Kono I show good performance na the other can send o check here lectures and yemani no I say still Bayern team no amutia accelerator no so ama chese baby ansom etimi koye kama ano aya kakra na nyimre etodwa and ya didn't you know ansom etimi yapano away from Champions League stories no me ba cho oram Olympic Lionel yes Paulo Fonseca on one kasa Afric Hendrik de Souza player no and any agent ni nyina a convince wo mo say ono ana afre wo mo ono ana de nsem ade mu wo mo say Hendrik ebe piem wo Leon wa o kan kire no ese enru next season no na ebia say mado de kwampena big teams ene be chase no enti boy no ono dia o convince no ese baby a oba ebeboa amane amane nyina timi akoye no aye Olympic run ebobo ko no mo eno aye kakra na nyimre etodwa ana chase ede nyina eno nsom etimi dia ma no na me pacho Luciano Spalletti enche bia na papa no ababa fa Juventus adwuma no okaya no wo esase Napoli no oni Kim Min-jae manager no tattoo ni danensa ho na pempem say dafe gina ho na chese etwa say shem otene ne nsa na Kim Min-jae bunua e wa kire ho samre no na enye bete manager ne say Kim Min-jae no opese osande boy no eba be piem e wode ye tene say Juve January ya na boy ne baba bodwuma ema bibia nsom etimi koye eno aye kakra na nyimre etodwa ane ye tene nyina eno nsom etimi ya pono na me patrol report amente ade fi Ellen Brotalad na so ye no ade say boy no yes team sawodo epe no na de me say kan say yes Haaland no ono de o prefer as we move to Real Madrid na chese wakwa koya adwuma no rather than say be a Barcelona and of team Saudi chese omo so aka no baby to say Saudi Arabia ono no entim ano aye kakra na nyimre etodwa and ya tene nyina nsom etimri ama no na me pato Thomas Frank over the weekend no ene man koye amfa matonam omo lusui na eno ana ne 2 players owura ne din ade Mickey van der Ven and of Just Pence o kai say video bi ba betodwa na chese manager no aye kwa kwatia 2 players no oduru ha na obi atwi nani no atwam obi atwi nani no atwam eno ana nkofo ka say manager no lusu dressing room we dey fala we lusu because obi ahu amade na ekoso Thomas Frank say mo kasa o na dey wase ono kwampo no ade na esi ye no the atene say boys no oma banakachi ababe panachew ama chesedi nyina eno nsom atimi afro sansam na bae no ose boys no na omo ye frustrated wa bra na chesedi nyina defeat bae na enti situation no ena ma boys no enso APAV sa kwan no so enye say bia no omo snobi ono manager no Thomas Frank nanum nsem wa bra o cheche sansam no eno nso nie.
All good, thank you.
Good. I know you touched on it briefly Saturday, but obviously there's still been pictures from it Sunday and today. Just on Jed, Mickey, their interaction on the pitch at full time. Was it just purely a sign of frustration rather than anything else? And have you held discussions since about it?
Mickey and Jed came into my office yesterday on prompt. Just said, I want to say sorry for the situation. They didn't want it to look bad.
All right, enti eno manager ni din ede Thomas Frank no ana din nyina ede ba no donne kaba mecha no ene koko pebi na nom ema ni nyina madro enti mu ram ba bia tonton ro bia no mo benya donne kaba mecha ni bi etimi ato momra Otec FM ha na momra ma me pebi nto esansa ya kan wasama che 0246 727 677 0246 727 677 anasa 0249 208 252 Diamond Scientific Bar and Research Clinic and I did to Nekeba Mesano, Etimedia, but the post player, Emrana Kanayanedia, on your for air to us.
All right, that's it. Young Quenim, Otec 102.9, so any I feed the Emerenumu and I quite more daho, Sabija Force Bebemna, Wamundi Omodie Abba, Kufila be the governor, Ewaha, and says Candy so Ewaha. You better discussions, Manone, Yuriana, your TSC. If you know, second coaching casualty, Abba, El Ghana Premier League in the moon. Second, right? Okay, first casualty because Odati the end the on one resign here. But we the between for na final. But between for say a mutual consent, mutual agreement, and omode eja coach ne kwan. Na J.E. Sapong, I will take you over as coach of 11 Wonders, no. Oh, okay, so Nations two.
And even before Nations, say Go Stars and so fire from Pomanso.
Okay. No about league game this season.
From Pomanso. I'm not sure.
One more league. From Pomanso, one more league. One more league. But Africa, no.
But President Cup.
Africa no was before the league. Omu Africa no before the league.
To free Africa by no Mukobo All Blacks.
So All Blacks no. And your coach, and your friend Paul Manson the ball.
David,
so friend Paul Manson was not fired because of the league.
Okay.
And the coaches a league, you know, a fire or mono there. Kasim Mingle and Desmond Isabuchi. But for that lamte there or no one see form. Voluntarily or say Jumano. Or who say
so who say and I'm going to move out.
And easy. J.E. Sapong say, oh, or hearing the boys in the ball, no one say, oh, say, a yepa, and one wants a team with pan that relegation. No. Says if you have a code here.
Yamiadum, where panels are.
Nice one, Yamiadum.
Then Yamias.
Kovi.
Senior,
have you have a code here?
oh, Radia Dumnia, no many be.
Okay. All right. Could you a taxi driver or Santasi? Could you an ardent listener on daily basis? You get it? See, people like Kujo Mudie, Yana and Fomun Yagrokra, and T. Just Amri or Swaman Foku Fisa. Said Dream May say, I was already a man for Kufi. Swung. Na teacher ni Comfordu of APS. Oh. Also, the Indians were firm. Is there a private car? Is there be triple to Nibio Govi? Yeah. The petrol, no boy. It drew young qua yaswa. They say, if you cano, I times 10. So, it's no, work out, make sure, say, work out register boat to be now so cheer firm. Now they are take petrol cano so because I know thing. It is that's it. And then Skidos here more Convanochi thoracic unit.
Sure.
Skidos so says on the guys no almost so 8 year and enumerate. And my favorite family. Yes. The people of Amwaku Krum.
Okay.
Yes. Yahoo so free. And ne papa or war around 120 years. Nana Owusu Efriye and a wife Equia Owusu Efriye and an eba Oreku Amofa and an nana I feno Owusu a
nice one.
Omunina I don't you say ya
Nice one.
and Tiamwaku Krum
Abusian Chamfa.
Aye Amwaku Krum for ne domase Openi ya Owusu Efriye. That's the last time I catch you say was able to inform me and say at once. And I film Tamana Swan she pa but Yanko Ponka Munafi.
I show
more because with the air. More yapa. With the Mukumpa.
Says you more has Makuni.
All right. I think we are in Tinzimo. I want to just here.
And you could think where now.
So,
Otec FM chassis. Okay.
Any of my mincham in Omani be able to see any now.
Okay.
Especially Honorable Ejasafo. Honorable Michel. Any new members now? See my bunny now.
Brema UGZ for under Swami, right? And I'm under
Swami.
Ombe under Swami.
Ombe under Swami.
Because mammy, the last time I'm not scarce and honey under Swami.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, you be on a health for no the any different from assembly, you know. Or say or more health directorate no baby or no.
Under Swami.
I under Swami health directorate. The Bahamas UGC by under Swami.
UGC under Swami. Say Kronum ho baby kra kan. Swami.
All right.
So I mean emu tretre.
Well, Obi say Frimpong Manson played the first game before the African game. Okay. Some tier ball league in the back home. And I'm call Africa no. Bye.
Okay.
So Kotoko Chelsea
and Sana
before the Africa, before Quara. Right?
Yeah.
So obviously Obo league ni be. But what I want to put across is a league, you know, and a Pamo Frimpong Manson, even though this season. You get it. Anambwa.
Okay.
Same because even league now, I'm sure the first game at Gustas broke what they won.
Omu winning, also winning 1-0 against Bichim United.
Yeah. He's fired. I mean, this is the my fire no, but in the league, you know the fire.
Sam.
Your
manager, what you match, we are born to.
Na Gustas for Groma said I'm trim reason. Frimpong Manson now come be udidi na no person or tresa say friendly match bi hu komoni ade na biana eno ne mane basa but ye mu de ni adwin say Africa na wom de hihye na ni tu wa hana na chese course bibia because me yes was saying Frimpong Manson share sa game no e bia 1-0 kra nka de si ye ni besi. I don't think so. Okay. All right. When it comes to the league, need senior no I kike so you know me sure say be ko mo on enra no ni ha. Including Manchester United draw.
Yeah. Your number 2 need you fire no this season. The last season, oh boy. Your number 2 no.
Yeah.
Your number 2 Jason no. The last season, oh boy.
Send no so 20 but 2 you who say on. This season or raw 20 no go on fast number number 2. But you pa say
you hu pa.
I'm in the Portugal, some bad boy no wa you know no bakwaja no.
Okay. It is a major amount. Na ma Champions League ni kakra. But before that, now our last
Mr. Before Overcall Champions League, you know. This story of Jet Spence.
Yeah.
Jet Spence after Chelsea Spurs match, you know. Our manager tries to bet China or snobbing, you know. And our last manager is saying
Osei say make an elephant out of an ant. As he any exaggerate as and any baby.
Now on the action we exaggeration when the China action we.
On one kasakwa he was stand or down on because boy no and yes or snobble the say one fanasa was out on and or ton and such on fanasm so.
Sir, let me just know.
Michi van der Ven there owns directly wama coaching attention kura wuchem. But her Spencer on what was out on and such a coach no. Or turn inside your guest session as a for some sort of business.
Sano kind.
Sano kind. So because I was watching the game.
So we read what the lip read and kind now. There's also as a for some few minchiao from so called.
And what I know the boys the inside circle the boys now started questioning the tactics no. They believe say as you jam more expression more in the game than or restrict you to a certain style be on the defend it. Because they believe that man for man, and even in terms of confidence, no movie change Chelsea for no. But all her strategy it was to concede possession to Chelsea and allow Chelsea to play, while on back counter. Meaning, Kofi Hue game no.
Oh, yes.
One of the most boring games I'm having this season. Especially the first half.
Samo.
Nay, too boring for me. Say, sad Debbie we pa na said you see who missing who's our game.
Okay, what they got to Pochettino time now.
It was too boring.
Lip reader no, your friend no, Jeremy. Jeremy Freeman. Or say, Jet Spence and some kind or reading the lips no they can or say, I ain't doing it. Go away. When you go away, no see the Ghana and did the go away. You know,
The man is serious.
I am say coach in the training so channel. No say I ain't doing it. Go away. Coach in the training so also Charles mention you fioko.
Force him so. Unim COVID dem someone is serious no.
E be now coach you say.
No, before that you see.
Mu create was Sunubi.
Kofi Mamincho
tell your coach to go away.
Mamincho
after not been him of a handshake ne there. Elephant be na chenwe.
Enka o snob no. Na because I use so nsa no. E bi abaka say na exaggerate to Kofi today in the game. Even if a player and a manager person can some change fellow player or then.
Katana no.
The boy knew say words no be use no. Meaning use the word vulgar there but words are any papa. Camera so be say capture but when men can say when so say or be katana no or jana no so o can the BCBNC. It means that onim dey no person here. That is why the manager should not okay fine in the public space obetimi yes but you should not mince words with this. Well, you should
as usual, Premier League managers, will try not to create an impression or public domain. They say,
sure,
there's an issue. To never try to calm things down. No matter internally.
Sure.
But no crap, say in England, they feed on some of these stories. Or more big media houses, or more stories be saying, or more. And then number two, Jet Spence, tuntuni what you mean England national team ni bibo and a big issue.
Kanu Tottenham now crown is 20 hours. Imagine a United player or Chelsea player. Tottenham is 20 na coach was anya kwa card wakano. Say United player after a game am lose you. Na Ghana chomone e yimu de no kwa no na off the pitch deal.
Now they say story when kwa Daily Mail for website or more incident when kwa stories and different by 5 as you see ni na air fresh go.
Tottenham na ni sentia Kofi imagine Cole Palmer e dey adewe aye a Chelsea manager. Enka 2 weeks 2 weeks asem the bia a Man U player enka be 1 month.
Now when or say revealed what Tottenham star Jet Spence really said to manager Thomas Frank. Honor almost 33 years. Honor lip reader ni Birmingham.
Okay.
After latest, almost say why Thomas Frank's authority is now in question after Mickey van der Ven and Jet Spence snubbing. I'm almost said there in story back no. Omo fidi was our story no one and none one a create confusion is our team ni mo. Just say now latest one was a Spurs keeper Vicario pins the blame on their own booing fans for stars not keeping cool heads. And almost Sunday coach picture we know. Almost there's a picture no and a story no.
Or down hona no hen.
Tio Vicario say Chelsea match now more who's no. At a point now Spurs supporters now say who more players no. And almost say or say no can be no lose here but sa story we na mfa ho no. Almost a link picture no e dey aka sa story no. So dem can tell.
Say any one person the manager no. Ensun so about team no so and my fans ni boo me players what you say. They want to link it say at the end the supporters na bibia and shada papa but they want to justify the no mo ye no.
Yeah.
It's a manager no style of play ni be na my players no ball ya supporters no bufu your boom.
Charlie
That is the news media for you.
Omo train na Saturday en so munwe na omo confusion omo so wo.
Fe na mehu bi ntia. When you abri hu be. It won't change anything though.
No, Kofi, to be honest with you. Are there not boy any year any day? I mean, top manager be any bit my way actually now survive on the team.
Oh, it happens. Say now we are Alonso ni Vinicius Junior. The Alonso is what they are check.
I mean, these are
Alonso is not there, baby. A person a casa managers no. Alonso is not there.
Yeah.
Oh, but they check Guardiola. Oh no, man, you know,
but this is Real Madrid.
See,
there be a coach, team no.
Coach Udru Madrid is here. Yeah. Say Alonso, any Vini, any issues is here. And if they want to decide on who to leave, I'm gonna fire Alonso. Eja Vini.
Oh, Nabi, I don't think so.
Very possible.
I don't think so.
Vini.
CCA.
Vini.
Come back and put the end.
Nabi, Vini. Forget about performance. The level of, personality or carry of Madrid for more Madrid team.
From last season, Bano is dropped.
Forget about performance, but Vini, image, Vini as an individual. Hey,
on your heavy sound.
Image right in the
there. Last year, Yanka Ballon d'Or go off.
Ballon d'Or. Who did that?
Image right. Image right. And Madrid, Moody Dingoni at the end. And yard the Kitwao.
Oh, but Vini, dear, too. I agree, dear, okay. But CCA, if there is that figure in the Madrid setup, it should be Mbappe, no Vini. Mbappe is heavy.
You are not comparing.
Maybe not.
Vini needs a level, no.
Say if Madrid is to choose between Vini and Mbappe, undoubtedly they'll go for Mbappe.
Sure. Absolutely.
But if they have to choose between Vini and the coach now, I want to hear the coach and the player.
They will choose the coach now. They will choose the coach. Yes. Player name Mukrano. Oh, Sisi Akra, he do baby. Okay, maybe. But from last season, no Kanu. The way I need to see who Vini. How we saw him to be in the Madrid setup. No, yes, I agree. So one of the key players, but on that level,
no. Have you
where you are only manager?
Okay, have you for once also thought about it? Why are upon ne deep in form ne Nima United coach beyond me benching on Madrid?
Oh, I learned to benching in some games.
No,
I learned to buy you a bench.
And you're permanent. Maybe you rest him in one or two games near there. And you're normal. But say we're losing the position. Not even Mbappe imponent me to never in the position. Because of Vini, Mbappe born number 9.
Yes.
What I say? Well, my yen ko na iria ya ba beto aso ye wo owura Kofi Manu Blue Boy e wa homa no so ya ne nyin komo. All right, Blue, good evening oh. Number 2 hu ya de.
Oh, be wanna be anyamba.
Ya da nyame ase. Ya to nka na ache as a ball no yes we retire from football administration.
And football is football is a hobby. Sometimes you know what take a cry now over there because some ranch you want to kakra by your wumpa.
Oh, okay. Where the dinka you say and there you are woda inti ye fa Otec FM video so I will show a very special happy birthday. Nyankopon shira pa.
That one see but I'm responsible. Why you do Asante Mari be na o se me chia Asante Mari. Na me chia na tram ko nyina and what you for nyina.
Good.
And okay, me na maybe I should but Sanya Edru I'm say what you know say putting chini pori in fever and your son there never say what na or reflect now ababon se ni se man le na kan chire me na pon kakrebi ni ba bibi ni se ma kan chire me na pon kakrebi no akoye the whole Ghana obia the whole world obia nti mo ya next November Juada 2025 we na me di so nti my bet na me table one na me akura me sit together and rejoice start akra Eddie Ajimani
sit together and rejoice.
Sit together and rejoice.
Fantastic. I see. But where the boy kakra also retired there, but is a blue boy then over him. Is a yato catch it.
Oh, near woman, sir. The mama was arguing for. I said, I remember the first, the second. The second now, what is name fast summer a war, Sunyani particularly. Sunyana was and Sunyani is. So, a man, this is a many administrator, the Marcus Maryland Secretary. Apokra, in Mohadi, Ramegas and Tax 7 Airport, or Hawkasrani Anthony. They are promoted for another second half. In this is in Bosignani. I've been in Krum the shop.
Oh, okay. Eh, and then na fear prince as send on here, you honey na, Jemze. On his hammer in Abasha Sana.
Oh, residents are sitting out of my mind. I see, the man traditional cancer, the enemy Dano.
Abisim, yeah.
The Land Act 2020, Act 1036. I was Paramount Chief of Bia once at the Viano. I was set up a secretariat. And this secretariat, and nobody member Dano to manage the two lands.
Oh, okay.
Ngudi 17 minutes. I was I was Metiasi. I mean, I was a mama for the sake of human. So, my ding connected.
Oh, okay. Where's the Mautrinkwa? And then Uncle Ponso asking for life. Okay. But me sure say upon all the busy schedule, you know, still I'll follow yen football no gipa.
No, yes, my follow. But the point is that football no the year mobile no year the young kwa the year near matro. So we have football no. Ebe fa kwampaso aye. Na nini na actually you go and the same people who were criticizing it in 2005, 2004, 2005. Na Dr. Nyahota Makru. And I'm saying now buying ni nipa nti na ofil say obi antimi nya na hwe no. By a man who say I'm say Kobiano, even Ahini Mukurano, Kunyata, Yetoswaba, and Ahima, Nipa, Opa, a Siahina for no cotton swaba, the Vempena, not for Fraba. Intino, Yaguswa, Yama, Kainu Binum, me, like Brusa, Joapia, Justice Ampia, Ibrahim, Koyanka, Nkeko prison in 2005 May, just because they thought to say, Nyahota Makru and we have defied I organize a Congress, I pass it a vote of no confidence. I wouldn't. And after that, FIFA can say, even though they know, say, Abani appointed the FA chairman at that time, it was wrong. But no problem be my, but it's a problem, Abani. We should go into a democratic election. And the Bissau senti pass. Senka that time na banoi president and na chairman. And Kaubiki to Kriku. Nanado by Wiki to Kriku. People are benefiting from the sacrifices of some of us. But they feel say, oh, we are some here. What we do is that some of us in here, I run on a mouth when they say, can you imagine? Say, if the government of Ghana invested in our league, not this a Pudua Shema, not a whole Ghana television, GTV, NTV over the matches, and GTV near television, the whole Ghana will be a TV. These are some of the things that some of us, where it is how can you imagine buying this guy's league, not a private television company? League live matches, not Ghana television at all. Now, but one of work with us here, OGTV, so how do you sell your products? That is the problem. obi the oye enemy, obi the oye. Ayebe. Bekwa the prima. Ebe se ma ba yenyan we dey wo.
What do you about on the yen twasso from there? Then I feel say call into that decision making say a buying so the Sikaba boy in league, you know. Now a buy so now a chunk of the money now could be a private institution home instead of the government media house, no.
I agreed. Remember, can say I agreed. I person Kuminya say kwa media house Emma. And I am surprised the Minister of Youth and Sport meeting at class. No, I say I do we equal. Are you serving Ghana or you are serving an individual? But at the appropriate time, what you can. If you get to one area, born in your womb, a hobby. And I actually are from Krablima Beton. And the legacy, Yemu Bilmajano, Yeman say. As time goes on, we will ask questions. Even if it is true, Saban discussing, why would I buy what is the Koshibi Bima? One farm a buying television station. Now, if it's an individual private company, there was a OE matches. It is wrong, and some of us will always say it.
But I mean, first of all, would you also say it makes sense? Say Abambe pumping that match into Ghana Premier League.
Oh no! By our constitution, you know, I was buying a support to Ubia or UBB Ghana, Ghana. And you know, the Ministry of Youth and Sports, our government is a department, you know, and no responsibility to say obey assist those who are in sport. And if it is footballer, they have to support. They are Ghana for when football home. It is constitutional provision. But the point is that do you make a private institution to benefit in terms of covering matches, or it should be the government institution, which is the Ghana Television Service, and I say Ghana Broadcasting Corporation. Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, they don't run commentary, ETV, and run live coverage of matches. Why? But we sit and say, buying them Ghana for taxes, and they are football, football, and can you imagine, say, in Egypt, where the government has a tax rebate in for private companies best sponsor clubs and the league, you know. Then the Egyptian television cannot televise your league matches. How can you imagine that? That is the difference between what is happening in the North African countries and what is happening in Ghana.
I see. But I mean, Diana was SSR at the moment. Yen league with all these resources are bind their bar on board, support to clubs, any football association. Who is a Diana car? I was SSR.
The can say the members of the association who are the club, their representatives Mabeko Congress in Nasefon. They should have balls. They should be able to speak out. I was able to make a say, yeah, person, and yet, Yana Nebre, near Casa, Banim Suyimu. Now, Banaba Suyimusua, I was a Ghana for in your phone faso. Ghana phone faso, baby, and say, a buying television station and a broadcasting station, I will honor. And no more was the ultimate Sosobea Obenya company to advertise on the television. Sabaya, baby, Mickey, in maybe Ricky in some fund. But I would not call my private company there. Tell them I call and I say bye. Into the media, I always say this: people are cowards. Apart from being cowards, they are greedy. A big individual, they say anybody home. But that is not it. And I'm sure that goes on.
At what level now bet me I blame clubs because of the current system I'm on Congress. Yes, you will be
what is the current system?
Sir, you say no Congress, no mum pejam on Sani Afro Akasabi. Mo kwa ashishe bibia.
The point is that when you find out or corporate tilapia any bankwedi, is your kasa. Hey, a banner, Besuru, Kasa. Those days, question I take the prayer, or can 7 years, 7 years. We tell him in his face. Then coffee can 7 years. We tell him in his face. But unfortunately, those who are coming into football now, they are being cowed.
No, but that's what the problem is.
Yes.
A bit difficult to call them cowards because more Congress is in the system now. Yashisha bibia. Any time say the more biaka any other matters ne man yen charge ne man who bim.
That is not true. Congress has never changed. People have refused to make sure say Congress are equal discussing the association, because people are being influenced one way or the other. You go there and they don't talk. And I don't blame them. Because so a club. Now what you want somebody to represent you? You take somebody. Oh yeah. So my Congress. Na club now the member no. Never say affect the club no. We must be able to discuss it. What is Congress? Congress is where we go and make policies for implementation by the Executive Council. And if you go to Congress now, what policies are you making? And that is and most people now, people are aging. If you feel so, but in the end, they will start to understand, say, and I'm sure that very soon, they might be believers. That will be revolution.
Revolution, there's a matter try, and you must say, as a Congress, I approve third term for even the president.
Why did they try revolution?
Oh, some may be Kumasi, maybe Ket Bafu from there.
For that revolution.
I'm sure you were even there. Now, Blue Boy, I'm saying I was. How damn cry you were there?
What I'm saying is that it wasn't a revolution. And let me tell you, if you have done history before, revolution and start to get one, there will be an attempt. But one day it will get to its peak. Even in national politics, look at what is happening around Africa. People started it somewhere along the line. They were suppressed. But gradually, at a point, you can't suppress it again. And that point, we are almost getting there very soon in our Ghana football.
At that point, point a bit drew our football people mbe sorry tia Ket. I'm gonna see for one another.
It is not about Ket. It is about a system. That is the mistake people make. It is not about individual. The system must work. That's all.
Oh, but so you and I know
who is in charge.
I mean, secret say I mean, every president or my back on now, you have to be extremely powerful to be able to do whatever best way be. And clearly, who's a Ket these days? I mean, are powerful. Even though Juman all right there, but he's that powerful. I mean, among phone to me and challenging people who have the fear of victimization.
That is why I'm saying they are cowards. And you are coming to my point. Only for Congress. Congress, we go and debate. I don't know when debate. Then you get out. It doesn't happen anywhere. I say we say Ghana Football Association in isolation. No. Congress is meant to discuss and formulate policies. So when you go to Congress and you are not given that opportunity to do that, you must raise questions.
But clearly, I'm the system there such that, I mean, football people are more Congress, football people are running Muye Juma Ghana. I say, you like what is happening. I mean, voting patterns are confirmed most answer when it's like almost everyone.
I've told you, sir, the representation, they lack that quality. Because what is in now a club, Wakophobia, Oko Congress, Momakura on Kennedy. Onim one, and they say, the friend is law. Onim one rule. Just because you have a club, somebody must go and represent you. That is the problem. But if you get quality people to represent class, there is no way somebody can hijack Congress in any way.
Oh, Blue Boy, we and sound a bit of a disrespect to congressmen.
What is disrespect? When you go to Congress and you don't do what you have to do, you deserve any respect. Why is it I can't afford no credit? Why not with Netflix no credit? So Congress, yeah, the amendment of status and regulation. They say you cannot discuss it. How can you do that? Then why did you go to the Congress? And when somebody is telling you, say, you're showing a sign of your friend is betrayal. You are showing a sign, say, you don't have the quality to go to Congress and discuss issues about the association. I don't know your disrespect. Is it not the truth? What kind of question want to say? It is because some of you, the pressmen and other things, instead of you also to study the regulations, to study the law, and discuss it on radio, you are cowed into submission.
Now, yeah, but Congress, you need to be I've been said the last Congress, media were not allowed entry to the Congress ground.
What is the role of media? You educate, entertain, and inform. Are you doing it?
Of course we are.
What education have you given about Congress? And they say how Congress is organized.
They almost say almost a sound system on the running Congress, and they say Bibi Omekano Hubiano. Every club.
Almost say, is it the right thing?
No, we've spoken to football people. Omwa confirm says they say no before Congress.
It is not about speaking to the football people. It is about you as a journalist studying the law, reading the rules, and telling people, say, Congress pay their rules, and this is what must happen, this is what must happen. You don't say, my boy, and you say football people.
No, but say, I was saying, community, no, me beer. Now, na jitum se bin no me na. Yeah, tinchen. I mean, we can only discuss. Yeah, to me,
that is not true. Then you are not a watchdog. The media is a watchdog. And as a watchdog, you must understand the system to be able to speak about it. But if you say football people, then you are not doing your work as a watchdog. That is a problem we have in Ghana. And in media, I always say, people sit there and football for yesterday, football for yesterday, football for yesterday. Meanwhile, somebody sits on radio and he talks, and you see that he does not even understand what he's talking about. That is the problem. The media must also be conversant with the rules, conversant with the procedure at Congress, conversant with what should happen, so that you can discuss it for everybody to understand. But when you say, and a football people say this, and a football people say this, it doesn't help the system.
Cool. Currently, no, Ubedia Tum say, this current administration has been an upgrade in terms of performance. In terms of performance compared to the previous administration.
What performance are you talking about? Upgrade of what? What performance?
Oh, sir, as a band say, I'm qualified for World Cup. You could be. You're football, local league in the they say you check buses, smart clubs. You Sikabe Brema Division 1-4. You're far away from Sika.
That's why I'm saying, you media people, you are not even helping. My Ghana had never gone to World Cup. 2006, they had gone World Cup. 2009, and here under 20. Is it not now? Not Morocco. So is it Morocco?
Morocco, yeah, Morocco.
2010, you are equal the African record of quarterfinals at the World Cup.
Yeah.
2014, you call World Cup. So 3 consecutive times, you call World Cup. So what is the difference? The referees you are talking about, and yet since continue to get they started in Kwada, them young just starting. Because the media, you don't keep records. So people think that it is a new thing. Is it the first? I looked at your friend said, women football, 1999 Bangkok World Cup for China, 2003 Bangkok World Cup for China, USA. All these records are there, but the media is not articulating it. So people think that it is only yesterday these things happen. That is not true.
But at least, I mean, the improvement at basic Kasemu in league, you know, your local class massive. I mean, there's an FA president who to me lead and negotiate with a buying so invest a lot of money in your local league anymore.
What lot of money near investing?
And a club behind 1 million cities is a winner of the league, never pocketing 2 million
you see
cities.
Why I always say the journalists you are not helping. Do you know the sponsors since 2000? I am sponsor. And they say league after today. One Church, MTN, so and so. So those were not sponsorship. At that time, the who from BB 2000 at that time, it's about 50,000. So if you at that time you were getting 100,000, now which is 100 million, 1 million. What is the difference? So sometimes let us work out the mathematics. Because life in 2000, 2008, 2006, 2012, 2018 is not the same as life in 2025. So if somebody gives you 2 million in 2025 and somebody gives you 500,000 in 2003, you will sit today and say, well, 2 million today is better than 500,000 in 2003. Is that what people are saying? Sometimes, let us be very objective. And what are the gains? What are the performances of our national teams now? What are the performances of our local teams now? For Kotoko to go to Morocco, they are qualified or 4. And you compare, say, it is better than previously, where Kotoko could go to Morocco and draw.
Oh, but so they ain't been blaming FA, Yana.
What are you talking about? You will not blame the system, but you blame who? Master, well, that is why I could feel this time, because the people who should make critical analysis and inform the public, they have been cowed to submission. For one another, and they say, what is this? Morocco. Now you have next tournament, a World Cup. You have, and they say, Mali. You have Chad, Comoros, and you're happy they are qualified. Now, after when we had more resistance, we couldn't qualify. And you say Ghana football has improved. But
let's find out. Last one. With this is it is I mean, yen football no. I mean, who say yenam the right path? Yenam kwan paso. And I say ya.
The result should tell us, because qualifying for World Cup and you news now. Especially in the group, Madagascar, our group we couldn't qualify. That is how we must assess our football. Then you go to the local class and their performances in Africa. That is to tell you how Ghana football is sinking gradually. Everything happening is superfluous. But some of us, when you say it, it's not like that. You're mean, this is 70. That's my dream come of you.
Matthias, yeah, that's a part. I mean, happy birthday once again.
Make sure we have for Matia.
We are just for Kofi Manu Blue Boy. And you're telling Kanu, he's 70 today. It was a numeri. What day sit? Okay.
Enjoy.
Sit down.
Enjoy.
No, sit down.
Or a way of.
I said, sit down. Sit.
Me bato wase. STAR. Sit
down and relax.
There be down
and rejoice
together
and rejoice.
Sit together.
Sit together and rejoice.
If you apostle, oh, apostle.
Oh, Martin several times there. Oh, cancer.
Sit together and rejoice. Anyway, I'm just for Kofi Manu Blue Boy, no. Or cut it short of and discuss and anke no for him, but Kofi. Mr. Still Becca Crania Quabana, Yentenimra.
Oh, say,
and I was all reacted to the interview, no so.
Oh, near. Wow,
no quick ones, nothing. Young comrade, me at that story because they're really, you know, so. And who bet Joe Moon a set Quadumoon in the moment yen Babayara, so I say, you do come and then how to full Kakunya win. But I show my first goal of the season, and
but it wasn't enough, so we been at 1 point.
No penalty, Benjamin, we would say Benjamin Asari. Where I say, oh, with your moment, she wouldn't memoirs back. And on one also penalty, no. And anyway, Kofi.
So, Mr. Blue Boy, happy birthday to him. Nah, and then me who ni birthday na me kaya brebi Tema Stadium ho. Oni obi di coffee so sa I think one of the media guys was ya wa hwe uni nchirincho. Me na me penimu ti se me na me kasa sa no wa hwe uni nchirincho. Enti wadi nchirin na che. To be honest, 70 years, the senior Wakubi, so Intino Yemana Wodapa na Yensre Quatintin Yamano say Obeche na wenya pomdin bibia koso kama na koma so ye de nyina
maybe o send ho you
oh say wo hwe se de wasi akika mu nsem media wasi wo mu anu mo twa kakra na ejo mo de bi so akoma opi mu na o de ahwe ne hafa
onze ekro na bedru so anza na wedru so nyane no
Abisim ya
do ma fo nsase
okay
ti woni nyina so I remember time na mo wa KFM no now free Domas two lands are omo office and we wura AKFM they nyina ye with the same floor
okay
two from ho now by as a nkanta mi no mo dia chem keke to omo office ni enie
yeah
tinansa asema na kokoso man o e busy pa bisimon sase e bi ofi apre wa doma o
sase sem no
sure
hun sem ye you
doma on sase pa o anti Kofi Manu o shey
nti ebe wo hye no all the best but nin komo no edoso but mama starting free baby no come media asem no say we are not doing enough any idea. Yes, our point in there say as part of Yenya Juma to educate, to inform and entertain, no, it is very important. Say Yenya war sports media nimuno. So running shisha ya de running sports there. I was say timi on top of it. Ti kasa na o kasa based on ni awunim and yet said here obi aka kire na say bia onye sure of how the system works any idea. So I mean you get that point now all reason but on say si e ka say educate ya enye da bia na ye say this presenters na a tissue ni so no ena e offer the education. Say yet yes ye din komo about apomden na say you raise a medical person e ma ne be ma education ewo program no so a equally we've done that job. So what I see you inti calling on our show and meaning say enye nenkwa several times there were issues on one kasa media man platform the documents near there co various media houses but how the system wanted things to be done, that was what happened. And yes, we were a part to play. Nemu Kanu, what we are seeing in this country, and yet because the media is not providing the needed education, whether say football, say athletics, say boxing, say educational, say healthful, say agriculture, say every sector. Adie bi aye witness biara no Kanu. Enye necessarily because of lack of education. NMA encounter a lot of problems. Because leadership decide say we will go this way. Tupa kama change.
No, but like
nobody cares.
Minim there because blue boy minim no there. I'm so very abreast with the modern trends in the manimasa. But what is happening currently, especially Omuko Congress now, the system so different from before. To the extent, say, and I know during Congress, Ralph Jambra, former RFA chairman for BA.
Yes.
I think he was representing Brekum Chelsea. Tibibia no sorry so kasa Kate man transe. Meboa.
Yes.
Yeah. No, you are not allowed to speak. Yeah. Yes, bibia obese wo ka wo ye bia no tro. Fabra. Enti se wo tro na de ba na Congress ni ya modin se kasa untumi nkasa. Sa no mo ye ni sese.
Agree.
Ti enye first na meko Congress. Alhaji Gruza man nsa so wa ha Mr. Pobi. Oh, I'm funny crazy. One man in Sasso, we have man in Sasso. Masa, ombe agiu. Gidi. Sad in the Zomunya beam. Enti, how then do you blame the media? Say, Omuko, we are say, yes, I know. That be almost a sound of me.
Oh, one who said, baby, I'm a tina sika says, Candy, it is true that, sometimes, no.
Face criticism. The media have spoken about it. Says our system near and now we are Congress, you do a central for mom could trap on ting.
So we are being engaged.
You cry young Congress, a new TV, so crown, yes, your cross banfas watching.
Senior winning. Kofi Manu Asema Okano. It is true that sometimes, if you sit back and you listen to the media space, it is true that utmi setting commentaries be clearly outside of the rules and regulations that they govern game, no. And some people even deliver in a manner to me say they are not on top of issues. They don't know what is happening. And Oman Bodakra to find out what is happening before sitting behind the microphone. And no, says Candy, there was our instances. So if that is what he's talking about, we can understand. So what as you. But the point is that any lack of education enemy jina bebia ye jina no. That is the issue. Bebia ye jina any all the things we are going through no. Okay, yam funny say media no and on top of rules and regulations and how the system works any idea. What about the clubs involved? Any members of the football association no? Omunswe. Intimi me on. Unse there be I for mention media. Me own issues with that. Because I think that how I am no pese omudi blame no the way they bet to media so no. I think say yes, media has a role to play. But the key actors now, we are not part of the key actors. We are not. We can yebet me a baby regulation na to ha. Yebe form statute. Yebe quote various articles. Any idea. Ni a chim. But if they decide to do otherwise, what can we do? We cannot do your part no ewaha. Maybe your part na ebe or platform we so betimi shape opinions ne amount viewpoints near there. I agree. But these football people are muko Congress take decisions no. Kanu. Enye de enye beka ne be change o madwen. Omunim de omuye. Eye one. Ebi a wa align wo with leadership any de ekwa ye be victimize o. That is one. And two. Ebi nso ana omo ankasa kra no te say de no ka clubs ni bi reps any ade no. Kanu ebi ana omo so they are not even on top of issues. So pick a media person who doesn't know the regulations. Nafa a club person a no so onim regulation no. Ne de why partner ne de dangerous. Enti media ya na me feel say blame no omo di bi ba media ebi ebetumi ateki kakra bi. But ye kapa baby I am fire dwen kwa. Yes, media wo there, but there are key actors in there. For example, Kanu menu mi enute yi Kotoko Congress Kumasi Asante Kotoko oko Congress yesi ye vote e decide say ye extended term limits of ESCO members any the GFA president every 2 terms enko 3rd term. Kotoko nchire ni position on that matter. Kotoko abstainie e chire no mbeka say enokra nye official do, but there were some commentaries around omuka say as ye di noma bebrebe kabom ya nchichem any ade. And no, I can't take that as something official because ubie ni wa official o free Kotoko a communicate say because items ni yakeka ni nyina abo munti ena omo abstainie. But what is official and say at Congress there was something on the table. It include say you increase the term limit of the GFA president any ESCO members na say yinyai Kotoko abstainie. Kotoko abstainie. Has so the ekro mo de coin yesi two no obi vote for and obi so vote against. Can you imagine? Maybe resist I issue no I say all those clubs no more 2 reps at Congress or move vote 2 year for 1 club. 2 persons go there to represent 1 club interest. Now bakusi ma vote in favor of a particular motion, bakusi ma vote against a particular motion. Enti club ni position ni say. Dienti omu yes hadi omu anenim. So issues of Ghana football no media no ya omu diye bemwa. Omu how and where omu diye bebem. Edru baby omu diye ebewurem epe blame bi di maye keke. And when it comes to the media Kanu, I think that there is very little we can do. There is very little we can do when it comes to decisions, any idea on how to run the football association. And then yet the football association Kanu system ayeti hu wo krom ha ebibrem ha specifically Ghana ha ne say executives are so powerful and they control everywhere. Enunti no se asembi ba na yekodi hu nkomo na mo ankoye dom pa e doma like mo numbers na ye heavier, they can easily get you off the scene, walk over you, take decisions in their interest, not in the interest of the country. See eti kromu ha ebi awo what wabama MPB say onko represent constituency no ewo emrashe bedwafie. Maybe you voted for that person because ujiri say wafantitie mu enya the right train enya nimdie bia obetimi dia komrashe bedwafie aye na dwuma ama sa empesua so no omu interest I served without fear or favor. Thank you, says Candy. Nanso no, if you notice that your member of parliament is doing something contrary, na so decide so beka ho asema If you are not careful, you can be killed in this country. If you are not careful, you can easily be killed. Who the upper decide say bibi nkoye we society mu ha na we media ni sorry you are fighting for the right things to be done. If you are not careful, ubekwa akoda sorry. You will be in the past.
Ebina Robert for DJ President bisa questions about Nolly Prosecutor or my file against Ameswale case in India.
Okay.
You get it?
Yeah, it is in 70 biano.
Nolly Prosecutor.
Nolly Prosecutor.
No be an etiasi. No montiasi.
Abazo nye interest.
My case no. Me have be but me interest.
Onye interested be. Oni interest be umbi. Ameswale enwa no yakata na chi.
Open stories.
This individual be sorry no no adi ni.
Now say Ahmed case no krasi no. Tiger IPI for no akraka say key witnesses in the matter no ye can abrantie ne ka ho bi now kai say na no Mr. Kwesi Nyantachi the judge ba ko dismiss case no because key witnesses na was say almost prosecution enya witnesses. The reason why the court decided or the judge decided to just clear the case away, no one can baby. That is the problem. The same thing. Where would the football ma? Would the upper what they say? You are speaking for the right things to be done. And look at how the system will see you. Onu Orua Kofi Menu and Kasakura. Why ye be as I say no was wa content wa bre. So what you say? Now we talk about moda or mode discuss issues at Congress. What the emphasis say? Says can the circle biaba containing things I discuss with Congress. Now out of the 48 Division 1 league clubs, 40 or let's say even 30 against what is going to happen. Now omo edini na ko atrum trogu krataso edemaji yefe na. They can't go ahead. They can't. So what you see, but Sesiano, they are able to have their way to do whatever they want to do, and it is obvious. Executives, they have power, and they will show you power if you joke with them. And to who say you be kon say Scandi, nipa mienu miensa bipe. Timuno krano, si ye tie mu asem kra na
mo hu be ye hi
enko hwe. Anano enya Kim Pfizer ne Raf ene yeti wo munka.
Yeah.
Na mo amono maka no mo we.
Some woman fees and you make I mean, the
and you know, we are no abekase mi COVID be mama education about how football should be run and how decisions must be taken. When Kotokoni has last season, ye boliga sem 2 ye pole wu baye. Kotokoni has autonomous Premier League. Trotron sem bebre ye kurani ye catch up bibi wo hono ma yem pe the right up. Says Candy. Ye nyame ya aduma ye resume league na Kotoko be winning the FA Cup or Africa no. What is a waka autonomous Premier League wi? What is a has autonomous Premier League who assembly? Sa enhanced security protocols ni ade. Have you heard the clubs discussing it?
Enya
de hia wo mo ankasa. Enti ye no there is very little we can do. Asem ne kese pa da se Scandi mu punano. Says Scandinavia Wamo, any all those who are actively into football administration. Omuna enim what is happening there. They know how to stop it, but they can't. Reason things you want to mean candy. It be a says candidate to him do be actually.
You go celebrating Kofi Menu's 70th birthday.
Yeah.
Or say sit together and rejoice. And then you may what he did in 70th birthday. No. Yes, we go I then some of kind be home. But the bit is candy near the tenure by a Ghana Premier League discussions better us.
Kanu me that say and then many Japan Blue Boy 70th birthday 1 and then number 2 and your man for the boy so pa yeah dream say so be and start here yeah best start you fear. I think it is about the second time in just about a week. You decided say and say you go for it no. But last year for the way I had at all. And yet TSC here by yellow can. So gradually we may get there. I'm using May because many Kofi adwene bebree e won sem na wakeka no say our quest to get there is not in our hands. You bet much as a kwane de ye fa ha ene ye beko. But still no bi ne Christian. Say still no kwan wo say kwan ye e kwa airport runabout on the person of us say wanya ako. Ekopie Santos Hotel Efapolos ansan wakwa mimi Christiano.
O pekura obekasi wo Mfapolos. Odru ya Krofroma o Tra Santos wa no wure mako baby abrebi gas ni explode ye no wakofa nhyae so ho no tafu nhyae so wa be pie o pekura obefa Mosizongo akosi estate won Bokrum estate wa no wakofa fire state junction o pekura obesa akofa sepedote no wabe wure mu abesi eho ye abo ansa no waba airport runabout obeyende
nti ye bit match lesa kwan the airport runabout kwan da ha ye mfa ha but the bet is a brony bi na yeso afa taxi na o ko o se me ko dai kem so o si okay and ye mfa o se na de chem so de se wa ha enu bia number 2 ene ohun na me answer questionnaires be from Ghana Football Association. Unfortunately almost say content no see treating confidential but but a lot of them borders on the perception of the media around the league, the perception of how media for this handle negativity is about the whole thing. The SU2 discussion here happy no. But you see, he started by saying say football no a hobby in enjoy. Time be ma kuma so when I hear people in top positions, what do you know? Say, a bit massisa the football no structure no, a bit massisa the dynamics of football no na almost assertion. Can today's football world, uyi a film, refis efrimwa, enye hobby asem beam, ebi a refis in kwan a bit makase a hobby for them because you must be in a special and as a certain occupation be and a field be and sana what the referee na be better home. But footballers no obi na dwuma ye nkwan football. Tinya hobby ma no. There are football administrators obi ashada ko university akosua football. Say the you get Liverpool University.
Yeah, Liverpool.
Yes. Obi ashada akosua football administration. Ne dia wo be ya no. To be so free club we no okwa ha. Oma barada yi. Enyo free City ano ba Manchester United. Peter Keon free Manchester Kofa Chelsea koye Chelsea here Chelsea abe Chelsea it obi wa adwuma o ya ne se o administrator again even the club owners no obi wa adwuma o ya football and once what football team the concentration in the BBI football. So this issue about football and a hobby na then we should just desist from it. A too big a sector in every economy. If you want to do it well and manage it well, and your hobby semza say uni hweye anasa o bibiye na football so ho obe prioritize at the chrono no wogya football na to. It is a serious business now and a serious venture nipa de omukowrem. But you see this whole thing about whether administrators no media for baby dey blame no better one side no he Kanu me sure so dey obe kai papa fe no ora Charlie Dempsey 2006 World Cup hosting right or representing Oceania. First round or to abandon South Africa and a tie against Germany. Omoko run off no one to abstain here. Asem nyina nso say time a Orban ye catch nse on to abano emfama South Africa. Or 2 year na tie no sa bid na Morocco kan ho bi. Otuma Morocco mum. Ti Morocco free mu ebeka South Africa and Germany no. He is saying that he couldn't reach out to omo suma and say unrepresent omo no. So to me reach out to omo and omo say oh say they are then according between South Africa and Germany menton kwa hia ko beto. And eventually as one vote in the determine say Germany benya hosting right over South Africa for 2006. There may person mechanical thing and say sometimes football administrators and so on, you may not you cannot blame them wholeheartedly say hey omo and a problem no. Adinti I say me now you ever call Congress. I was discussing with my club owner, my club president. ye di nkomo na mu na me busan about some of the issues are not popping up and say ye kwa asem no ye beka ne sen if there's a decision to make me am represent club no which way and am enko now the interest of football for no e wonye just like Charlie Damson dey no overgo into Congress kwa say uyo said na Kofi Manu Blue Boy can uyo serious about the issues no nko ade you take up some kind of backdoor decisions discussions okay bit me inform me which way to go but you see where you agree with nyina the yakeka nyina Kofi was making a very good point nyina ye taika say system abedani too vindictive say ase ye hwehwe nipa e de asem ade a waye ho ntansa na de abọ it me I may tell my club president say asem we pa de me di senke ye say ka kwa ha but system ni o ye ka ko say ya ehun susu aso nso ye we ya Kofi wate ase se ye ka se be ka asem ni ye pa de anke nka nko but ye ka ko gina wi a no so ehun susu aso ni and because over the years and now recent years no sir Christ na football administrators now making it to the owners in internal. The owner doesn't want his investment to go down the drain. It only passes as a kako Bobaka says, Kanu wokono. Mesro issue ya komaswa. CSC a extend the terms of GFA president. You name him say status no ho obi abediko na oba na nso udi na yashem lato na emum hweye abano ebi atokosi nti it is not entirely as a football administrators no moko congress no and omunim de ompeso moye but you create a system if you want to do the right thing you may be idle onko abegina wo baabi ebekwa ko the classical case of who bears the cat say enkurase ade na okra ye no enye o hwa no abeche ba ko no de ko hwa no abeche ba ko de ko ti enye de yehia we de ye meeting na ekura ba ko say eni ade na okra ye mpe adoma bi nkoto no kom sa de oba edon ne wo so ebete ne adwane no mo say wakanya nsasem na ba ko tuodi no obuso mo say na hwan na de be kwa akoto no kom no ekura no okra che wodada wo na ade akoto no kom say oba enye dede ne anwane baby am na me ne nya adwene Kofi Manu Blue Boy me ne nya adwene and say the issue about media no Kofi media we dwell on what we call the court of public opinion yes sir it yani a prosecutor yani bo nipa kwadu eba court of public opinion na ye be bo kwadu nemom the judge na so na administer justice no enye yen ya the masses na wo ho no it in the larger space of the political landscape no media ni beba betena KOB beba betena Dr. Cash beba betena na waseti tone no no we just na momo mutie na to judge and you know when they will judge and when political season be na see to aba na be go into ebikwa na primaries after primaries na be go into the national election no and the general election no it here what there your education and everything may have effects on the masses now opposed to educate you no but football on sanity you know football no entesa nipa kakra bi omo ase kro omo atumi me na me de me club after discussion na wa nyina no me sise ya na mpese me ya ade no be nden so the court of public opinion no ye the media no as a political game na koso ho no ye de ye ho no enya de adeba football no mu a efa football no on the dynamics emfa ho so a quite different environment from the Kofi Manu Blue Boy person che na say media for na nke de ho hyem na esa discussion no na amanfo te ase ansa no akọ congress why is sad ni nyina awie o kọ congress club na afro say masa matese ese ye kwa ebeto abase mesro kwa tunise okay Kofi o site kotoko mami site kotoko bium the last but one congress near Kwa, they did face an Olympics for by league. Yeah, Koto Georgia Mako, thank you very much. Kotoko were divided because of my almost say, CEO no or Kwa, and other general manager on Trabano Kobe, on person on he lost his voting right.
Yeah, so the cook coming
only you know a light FM no. Perusha. Only Perusha na Koto Abano. This the general manager of Kumasi Asante Kotoko did not have a voting right at Congress. Because as a ASA, Abano on Tonko baby a person on Tonko. It is not just like Nipana or Kono on one decision, the club's position, and that is how it must go. Said the Nakofika, and say club bako, yeah, Kotwaba. 2 reps in a net many dissenting opinion. Next, a man to in the name of the club, or more to in the name of their interest. It's in a bama we are to acquire, and we are to acquire. And then some club the air corner. You decide to say, yeah, to A, to E.
And now you the cross some text.
And what?
Mr. Akoto the call left.
Paul
Tony the call right.
You almost have a one thing.
Omuna will be also say.
You are not to
club position.
How is that possible?
Yeah, you understand. Football club owners are at the forefront of football. No? In quote, some people who are masquerading themselves as to be top administrators now. Omuna ofi club we, echanu edu club we, ofrianu eduru ha, and more personal interest. It before you go to Congress, while lining on where we. And what they are calling no so akwa but the ma asemi nyina hunkakra the fact that as a time be the easiest target of the blame media for no mona monya modwuma yi and awo ye ni ya and awo kan ni ya and awo educate nipa unim said they are so educated illiterate ewo ho obi wa akusuku ni nyina awie but unim say suku na ansesa no wohwe ni su ne ban ya suku sem nim wakọ primary akọ GHS akọ senior high school akọ university awie otime num so tena ka muto raba from pom nto fom
ade de mi ko so janga mahwe amanfo pa wo hu
o to fam pom mbeto fom wakọ university awie ena no mi busa boys bibi me say wo kira ade wo kire school fu ade wo feel comfortable num so to twena bonten simply because some crowd around nti anye bia no wa obesa make you am authority say omonko sesa niam no. So the focal point here is that Kanu yen club owners no are not mostly at the forefront of football no. And people conscientize them say if you want to do the right thing you lose your status or your locus now you crown no. Either division 1 status no and I say Premier League no and division 2 no, you lose it. Before you come into the football, you are already conscientized. Say you are not coming to do the right thing. You are going to join the chorus, no. The normal thing, no. Let's do it so that you get your status and survive. Inti sa football, ye be de bekwaha, ye be ni say a voting no can ni no. The executive is too powerful that no one will survive it. Now go fika say 48 division 1 club say 30 they decide they say they will put something on paper. Can we say to legitimize at the end why no it's all sign. All signs is all club show. Me set to for a champion. FC Ashanti Gold 04.
No sign.
No sign. Till now on the sheet yenim clubs corona. Omo na say ade yo mo mpene ni yenim. So it come back to very good. It will come back to showing people where power lies.
All right, sir.
And then the money is difficult. The football, baby, a dear drone, dear. Kanu.
Ade yenimu na hari ana senior. Yenimu hari o media no. Me jidisa.
The other ones na the other koni account was.
Krum ha no.
And some na doors.
Krum ha no. Sir, wenimu hari a. Say obey easy target. And for instance, where aban sisan ye chichichi government appointees no one say be parliament. I don't know what is it what is here ye kwachubi. You see ECG a boka $17 million no one. those days ni CG board members or more parliament too. So you move be didn't count.
We told them kakrom to me the ass resem I to say you were there your time you do this you are near kata.
Yeah, MPB ne you be an okita ministry appointment be or parliament one. And it just you say yeah you go cost you about
and bit say adesadia okay say scandi mean kasa for others by ye consistently we kept talking about this ade na ban enyo pepa say obeboa football in Ghana na ban this ikebe shim na sa bentimi mie so enka enkyire mu mie hu sa ban yesi kura na bia abasobodie bi wo hwa ye de ama ban me kai say ye di san komu we wa hasa popim say
the mo ebedia tuza man sika
ansa na no kro man cheda so mo gi atuma so mo nyintum
dey na omo yes you know I think there was a press conference over Baba Yara Stadium na ya mpofo ankra I think the day before it was ti me chema boys ni say ade we dey aban for me nimbe bia efe be nya say sika we e dey ma clubs no
but the question is group of media no e dey say sika no be ba share football
good but the question is adent na aban e be BBC no mfa ma GBC no dey come private media house
no kuraje won
we be represent government you get it GBC na represent Ghana yes Ghana TV station were here we both GBC uko England na we BBC uko year almost about see be a bind there no and a bind there no correct those days na no me kudita no one this okwa announce no GBC you get it so GBC na ya bind there so adentina ban wo sika o de be wura ye league ni mu a o sign GBC ya bind there ho e de private individual wa bra private for no you can clearly see there omo contribution na be human resource you get it GBC will be because ban infidia GBC will be the dear na aka GBC intimi ntwa matches no
GBC ni infidie kura e wa ya ban betimi afa kwan bi so aye
procure among
GBC you see one point GBC to say
eno ana kofi me no o bi
commentary say me aye kan GBC or regional stations ebi o come out district stations
every region
and it may not take them huge resource to even do the especially the radio commentary no TV commentary. The first question I'm being able to you leave it for another time. Were there open tendering that at the south for not the bid buy or things away the ebru be there so and no cost because he far bicycle of this quantum media mobile on there as he won't say he really deserved it and I say we make the cut it GBC the tender buy and no more meet the na buy pay and I say sorry I so sourcing Jessica Ghana sika fa koye adwuma these are questions that we will ask one day
and sana lubinasha no manabo and some pain no amuzu bitters what's it amuzu bitters
mema ahwefo ne etiefo nyina kwa baba amuzu beverages enterprise na yedinse bia befe no amuzu bitters aka atopa 5000 bitters we yen san edi nubna krojen how bie ni achiri yedi ahye na etiefo a omoteba me hodie duduo na beji amuzu co herbs ekoshe omade no made ibisu beji amuzu manpower herbs na ma konoa anaso na koshe omunsa enne bakasa inuro mienu nyina bom atuni din amuzu bitters de koko hano so twebi na ekwani de ose ni be masem ahoodin wo fom se o twa 2 tot 3 tot na ahoodin no epeja no enam damrama eni ododua ayedi aka amuzu bitters winti oba bi ose oni atenka be me bi a ose oni akonoma ne yire onya twabia se atenka anasa akono no ebe ni enam se de pepre eni hwintia edi afrenti abre insano ne pampana no ase ma utwa bia enyi wanum enti se ukodwabo bia ase na opese oniso ebo oniso kakra kamus bitters why ebo oniso ba enyi wanum amuzu bitters tot baako atopa bebre amuzu bitters obi a otiamia osi doctor ade hs mekuliko dua so a biye mutim anase constipation e wo me so onya amuse bitter twa woye be sane kama obi te bu akohoma na so ye 7 favorite food a na ne kondo ne no mu atro otimi nidi onya amuse bitter twa akotwetwa appetite na aba medre na wutimi ni no obedi akaboni kama amuse bitters eyensa ehwam yie pa enam se nnua na ye de afre ma hoodinti onomu a tipa bia ni akire se metwa amuse bitters e menye hangover bibia se ni ho se manom amuse bitters ma ade achi hunam ye me ya da bi nnua na ye de ahyen sane nnua emma nipa hoodene ma insechi how setipaye uhubi insaburachi how se memwai ha menye hangover no me hubi we ya insa minya meka kudro so a menu akudro so a menu mu how bia ni akire de otie mi a onu bitters bia mu a no da no se na twa amuse bitters na yede beba oba bia otie mi a owo menstrual pains obu ni se obre pa no onom amuse bitters me sebo so meso a be ko fichire kama insan ya meka ho asem ehu nya dene ne buo so nya dene se dodo pa na opetu dia no aba santase apampatia na wa frɛ na my 0247 776743 0247 77 6743 amuse bitters ekoye
Apomodin mapade enoane hepa plus mixture apomodin mapade enoane hepa plus mixture
Unia, Pavi, and the Black Smokes mixture no malaria dronana. Ani, say nam sa, wo be je di say me wife nyina ye tested positive. Ah ye no bie no. Say a ku malaria mo ni nyina. Am ye nyina ye negative. Ade ho. Won ma wo ye Hepa Plus mixture no. And wo di we nsu aba. Sentia. E wo say wo immune system e strong de bia. Enti Pavi
e support immune system no.
Na Plus Mox no so e tu malaria no gu. Malaria symptoms. Et say etipaye, afiafie, wonu mu ato, ahoamra no musa. Achekura 4 days na Pavi and the Plus Mox mixer. One no tu malaria na sekura. Anya sa dia ko hu doctor. Fra 0542 778572 and 0542 807907. My dear Drone pa Pavi Plus Mox and Hepa Plus nyina. A painful about more manufo and kwada woni mfie du mienu kan. Our pharmacist na herba shop.
FDA aje dwede nkra to yatum. Hey, opani. Mashosha wache. Se perfect series books here. O ma me koto obi ma me ma no. O wajajai. Aboa wo mo se wo tumi kenkan kama. Wo kabrofo. Na nkontabu akora de ejajai.
Wonderful. Mese Ghana for GAJ perfect series. 102.9 FM. Jai. No de animdifo e na tire wo nwoma bia. O crèche, nursery, any KG, books bia bi. And o science, creative arts, maths, RME, history, coloring, computing, OWAP, nina. Every basic 1, equals basic 6. English, every basic 1, equals junior high school. Ne ban combine so o nina bi. English nom and maths nom me say books be anywhere. Perfect series, any bi. Na GS, any naka, and so am approval into a batter bia koto be maneba.
Hey, and na so we there. So ko be kura betumi akotu akoton. How many students o?
Na eno kura de. What table no so say we almost set mock exams, terminal exams, and midterm exams. At the mass school so here one more at to phone call putuaja station wa and crying down so mine. First up, and your mom beer, your tonto books beer from 0243 299938 and 0540 755 465. Perfect series.
Your worst future is secured.
Okrukasiema bibia yeshoshori. Internet ade hu hia pa. So stream your favorite shows, so bo game, and a video call and on wadofo be ya. Wo hia internet ano odin. Obetia ye adwuma frifie, wabra wonyo haw bia. Ye de abafu mfidie nam abafu kwan so e de daache ben. Ye nwumarefo e wo homa abrebiara. Emmo bi na wo hia ye wo homa. Oman mu ba bia wo bia. Hwehwe Kenny Rose Wireless 0208 282810. Kenny Rose Wireless, internet made easy.
Me kopena, media they say. Me kopena, media she say. Me kopena, ye koko say. Sako fa me powder me kwa uja Sankofa pepper powder me kwa ujawo. Sankofa pepper powder me kwa ujawo. Sankofa pepper powder me kwa ujawo. 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 Adriane beye da every sankofa abochi baby dey nya sankofa pepper soup wey you know pepper sankofa sankofa pepper powder ehye raw sankofa pepper powder me kwa ojawo ehye 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 me kwa ojawo ehye me kwa ojawo ehye me kwa ojawo ehye me kwa ojawo sankofa pepper powder
FDA aji ejade nkrato yatum.
Ensana nubina shano manabo.
Ensa bem no. Amuzu bitters. Você? Amuzu bitters.
Amuzu bitters.
Koye.
102.9 Otec Sports. Otec 102.9 FM, the pride of Ashanti.
Okay, so yentoa so kwadwore ko yes o kurasini na duro no o kurasi doctor say ko pebito no na mwa osisi yare no ade ya o wiase pa ne say osisi ya o ya osisi nya o yada ye kan wunyini so papa bi wo TikTok ana no rebanche body ehunu no o really grill o say ento wada ozi ento wada o rebanche hono no pa o pa yare sa nye ize sinya enye ize ento wada mpa enti usisi na hawa okurasi ni na duro no o general well being be yi a man am menstruation as easy for months and years no munum adroi na mbesa simu dadam bebu nsa kama abra o yaw ene nyuma bia ni akire infections e wo so anu bi sciatic pains ne pains nkete ni akese nyina bedwane na male vitality mema no wo begira mo nan so ti oba Otec ha tombi wa ha ene herbal shop bia mu Mr Debra mu ene ima or lancer chemist ima on squad no mo se nwumre bia mutie enti bia akwa obenya nwure bia to na akurasi doctor number ni 0244 470067 0244470067 na woni no adim komo. All right, your reactions bebre wa ha efa games of course weekend yi ehun enti no ye be hwe na ye de sa stories na to aso nemom abapa enterprises say so obezu di dwa bia no abam ho edem niema office niema no aba ho na chese bibia aye kama na enem wo question ba ku bisa they say boys na to nkube no scandi they say omo de ankatwade esi nchen I want to get better and further particulars onyabi minima de omo de to be honest but they say boys no to kube a no my j lime ni bi
ankatwade mi aba ku gumawa yes wo chelsea sire kwabrafo eye for vitality, sexual vitality. Manhu mi amanya oba bi a waka ho asema kire me.
Say the boy anu bi.
Ai.
E dey be gina no so.
Waka ho asema kire me. Oh, wonu adi ho adanse. E na mahu police ni bi a odi ho adanse enso o TikTok.
Okay.
O e na no colleagues ni bi say, "Hey, every say anka twede ni kubi o say o Charlie, eye adwuma. Correct."
Enra police phobia na ene omo baba yara stadium top wo omo ani kapa hey omo dibo ho chinye se be say hey officer share coffee menu blue boy the guy those days they do an stars omo ba Premier League from police for no share what do omo 10 time because the maza or twema okra anyway so abapa enterprise e ho na adwade nyina akoso ntimi so ko na ko di wudwa e wo ho provisions, home appliances, toiletries, bibia. Ti udru tafo 3 miles Sakasaka Park animwa na wapebiato. Ebeboa yi papa pa ma bibia to make. Ko to kodi udwa ho. Obe ko school na say o to provisions ni ade na wakọ honom. Omo se obetumi nso afre wo mo na mo didwa sanse and then no dear. If that dear is simple, which me can't open no more deliver now. 059 338 6133 059 33 86 133 and Hepa Plus Pavi and a Plasmos Herbal Mixture for general well-being. More battle menstrual disorder. Menstrual disorder. Boso me so nsembe bre ebidi ma obidi oba ya udi echire. Yes ana nyame born no. Issues na wo problems wo ho. No nro na nsiesie system ne kama. Ti yesi nro ye ntwa nyare ne anom ye no ma ne boye ho ban ma ya hoden soronko. Ema honam na nya na hoden tumi fight yare bia pese ba. Enti no mesro no numbi. Metabolic disorders ni nyina no anya de se bi beba wo so. Malaria, ne typhoid, ne body pains, ne low libido, ne sexual weakness, ne infections, ne one dear. Only your maton quanta pie. A Hepa Plus, Pavi, and a Plasmos. Dr. Ebenezer Ajiman, on a da Ebenezer Production and Consultano, on a day, and Nuyaba. Na, or de buy no, Ogusua, or a drone air con and nano, na or discover ways are. You bet to me, and Mamanas are more effective. Dizi also ya be mana numbi na wo kwadu e wo fia dibi ana kwadu ra bi twema to bi nedi ana se bia kubensuo ni atadwe ni ade nyina ma no muso mu numwi a metima we atadwe ni kubensuo ni bi e be boa mo pa so ati ase e be boa mo entime so ye ton Ghana ha be bia wo heba show bia mu o se ba ku bia boy 20 cities ukọ ba bi no try so de bejo more than 20 according to shop. Ena Hepa Plus Pavini Plasmos nso enshortinti emane nka nkyerɛ sɛ oh mienu wɔ hɔ ma baako no yasa na wesu tumi adwuma kro na anti fashion da bi kɔ the next shop benya bi ato ɔno na ne di asa next one will be Hepa Plus Pavi ena Plasmos. Dr. Eben ɔse nkomo bia fa phone na friend sisi e ɛwɔ 0542 778572 0542 778572. Live score Premier League Granit Xhaka Attica ama Sunderland NTA Sunderland 1 Everton 1 78 minutes ena omo edro. Real Oviedo omone Osasuna eno so eye 0-0 na Oviedo fu coach mentena se Sibo omani mobile se Sibo tete bench sa coach adan ena Lazio take lead now against Cagliari. Omabo 89. In fact, we run 90th minute anymore. Chesenya sem ketua. Me catch us a former Chelsea player friend Pedro. Eda super ball abejedi. Pedro ebo ball. Ewo Lazio. Chese match no krano. A free bench abem Bobby. Tisanity. All right. Yentwa yenkomo no so Ghana Premier League no matches eko so chese nya sem ketua. Enra Haas eko Ampain. Eko share Basake Holy Stars by 2-1. Match ni by we no na did drama didn't say me too ja.
Every coach will be elated when he sees his team playing with the right energy, the right efforts, putting in place the right intensity in the game, and also performing and keeping the right and resetting the right mentality in times when situations are very tough and difficult. And I think that when you have an outcome from such a situation, it should be very important.
All right, so Sanet here. Now, Evans Adote, or no chese, I'm young Ukrainian, I didn't know I did. And Romu be a bobo, ni be a fine idea. My results known to me, I'm almost no more common.
I guess I've actually Holy Stars because switching from here away matches I have home it was clear and now I open I'm saying the other day to get maximum points but unfortunately normally Minta and Kasafa officiating what I saw today many are due because having started the game so well until 44th minute now you consider controversial penalty I wondered. However, I accepted challenge and conceding 2 goals within 15 minutes also brought team spirit down. fighting back. West, in fact, I'm impressed. Although we lost, but me attribute probably be my place. Time I make a time I may expect never for direct. That was when we started giving the ball on the back. Also was a factor in the mission that may change the place. It so far no defeat keeps going, but there is a solution to it. They lose. They accept defeat. They come back and they come prepare for next game.
And sana nubinasha no manabo. And some pain no.
Amuzu bitters.
What's it?
Amuzu bitters.
Amuzu bitters.
Brekum Chelsea enya win weekend yi almost a vision e kabako vision for no and to me ante Nanajman a coach of the losing side Vision FC. The reaction after the game in
The boys are very good. They know exactly how to play on their grounds. They do a lot of long balls, whether it's a throw-in or a goal kick or a free kick closer. They always want to put balls in the penalty area. They have the men with the height, and they do well with their jumps. In the first half, we could see it. They put a lot of balls in there, but my boys did really well dealing with it. Because we also know that they put 4 people and sometimes 5 closer together. We also decided to go with a 3-back, and then we defend with a 5. So in the first half, you could see 5 people as against their 4. And we had that advantage almost all the time. All the balls they headed really were either off target or went directly to the goalkeeper. So it means that we did really, really good. We also realized that when they play from the back, they use their 2 center backs, and then they have their wide men in terms of their full backs very wide. They have their the DM in there. That was really working well for them. So we decided, okay, let's change it, and instead of 5-3-2, let's go for 5-2-3, which we did. And then when we came, it was really, really again working well. We're getting them playing more long balls instead of now trying to build up. Unfortunately, we conceded that goal because of lack of communication. So then we had to risk it, take one man out, go for the 4-back, play 1v1 at the back, increase the middle, and see what we could do. Of course, you saw that we got some chances. We could have also buried them, but unfortunately we didn't. But I think that coming here has not been a waste. I've seen that my boys have character. They did extremely well. I'm very, very proud of them. We lost, but we lost gallantly.
Also, Mulusu gallantly. Now, call other matches no swear. Gold Stars. Eshe Young Apostles a kabako e obibieni dance park. Apostles and to me Antisa Kanu. Nanaya Wamankwa on a Dinamo as head coach Emma Gold Stars.
One of the toughest games so Ayabo. Even though we dominated the game, but now dicey because over all more Young Apostles are coming here. Yeah, away records no. Now on paper and they favor or me boa or mo. Inti no mo feel say bet me have a pick points for her. But with the good strategy and the good work of the boys, it menya 1-0 result. It's good.
All right, so sanity. Na yankwa yanimwe. Asante Kotoko Eshe Karela by 4-2 Enra or Babayara Stadium. Nuruddin Amadou on a head coach Emma Karela United.
We started very slowly and then we conceded quick goals, which were very unpardonable. And so we cannot adapt quickly to Kotoko's tactical game. And so I think that congrats to Kotoko, they were better side, but we need to work hard.
Do you think goalkeeper Faju could have done anything about all the 4 goals that were scored?
No, not necessarily, because some of the goals were from a cutback. And if it's a cutback, it's the duty of the midfielders to support the back 4 when there is a cutback. Because the centre backs definitely will be with the strikers in the box. But these people, they always came from behind to score. So it was not the fault of the goalkeeper, but maybe tactically we were not good in defending.
It is honest now, Prince Owusu na Ojinemu as in fact only assistant coach was Asante Kotoko Enra on a kasa or post match no na ninsemni.
It didn't go well for us in Morocco, and to look at the talent that we have, I think in Ghana here we can do something, and we have to prove it out to the supporters that we can play at this level. And today the boys did the job and they did it very, very well.
Of course. And the goals that you scored, I mean, is this something that you've been practicing in training for some time? Long-range efforts?
I think this week we changed our style of coaching. When we go, we just do the warm-up and they come straight right to finishing. And the goals they score, they've been doing it. The header, all those things, we did it. And it showed up in the game.
Of course. Now, how important is this win? Because next week, it is the big one against Heart of Folk.
Yeah, I think I wanted it to win this game, and then it will be a very good alarm for House of Oak to think about. It's not going to be easy. We are just wounded, and we want to prove something. And that's what we're doing right now.
All right, so I know in some Prince also added 2 draw. Now, other results, so any 11 Wonders 40 fee, Adriana Stars, Echo Chow, my Kabako, Mentumiante, 11 Wonders, or new coach, J. Sapon, and Rao Boniface, was it that be match no crown in Channel? Appointment named by Friday, Saturday, over being to me as Enka first match called continental. Then so, team no, or more head coach in your Ubi and your man, you train that didn't know what Bassas or so, Timmy could Jim Buaman in my conkai, and Okobo the first match. No
appointment named by Saturday or so. Now, I was not, I said I was going to sit on the bench. I said, I said, from afar, or Mr. Somewhere, no, maybe yes, touch ma. But it came to, he said, bench, you know, or that's in Quino. There are not the people around there. Assistant coach, you know, honestly, coaching Olympics. Onana Okutawa. And the requirement, as a matter of fact, they impressed me a lot. Now, I'm not on boy now. So I was asking myself, can we in a that education zone now? For performance, you know, and your team has said that education zone. But sometimes, you know, football, it happens. And they will say they needed only 2 touches, 1 or 2 speed, then they'll get going. Now, I was told by my members, but for 1 week or so, that's why they are not trained. But the assistant coach for 4 days, you know, almost even to Saturday morning. With that performance, you know, and I'm going to put up for that. It's okay. That's the case now. And say, we are on the right path. With little touches, you know, we will escape. But the Amadano, and your relegation zone. Second round, now that one, now call relegation. I have to matches. Yeah, a marathon, anything can happen. Say, you are 2 ways. First round and second round. And the second round, we have more money first round, and I do a soccer crack. We will beat up the team.
All right, so Sana television for Sana Ekuye, Basake Holy Stars, okay, they can't know. Brekum Chelsea, Eshe Vision 1-0. And Swedro All Blacks, any Heart of Lions ball 1-1. Dreams, Eshe Samatex 2-0. It is, you know, Ghana Premier League, you know, Esrono, and your master son. I must say, Adriana Stars are by the new league leaders, even though if you are standing games near there. Adriana Stars have 18 points from 8 games. What it means is about dropping just 6 points. Mediama, it was 17 points, or the second. Hearts of Oak, 16 points, third position on the Gold Stars, and so at the fourth, 16 points. And Heart of Lions, that's so. Enum, 15 points. Samatex, I toss on what 13. Karela toss. Sorry, I'm toss 6 position. Okay, 13 points. Karela toss 7th or more. 12 points. Asante Kotoko toss 8th or more 11 points. But Ebiabo 8 matches. Kotoko about 5 matches. What it means in the Kotoko were 3 outstanding games. Achese Nyasem Ketwa. It is sanity. As you all for the Bechem United, 11 Wonders. Basake Holy Stars. Omune that too. Bechem was 6 points. 11 Wonders with 2. And a Holy Stars with 2. 7 matches ne diabo boni adia. Na yetiane say Bechem for Chelsea omu coach Steven Desmond Isabotri omuni na review mo jana kwan okọ tizei enyo na coach Emma Bechem biem. And it looks like Kasim Mingle and Obesan reunited with Bechem United from what we are gathering. Emani League, you know, so no, what's the house? Emano Abba Premier. Royal Oaks FC. Omaba Premier. Inti Ombomo Premier League gamer. Edika Ufi. Omani Azakes ladies in a boy. Game no end 0-0. Messi Tego si omko sa referee kitin kwadan kwadabi no wabe match no troka.
How to start. It's even dicey. I don't even know how to start and how to end. We all saw what happened. Unfortunately, this time it is the new referees who were appointed to officiate this match caused the results of the game. It would have been a different ball game if an experienced referee had, officiated this match. So at the end of the day, football has 3 things: win, draw, and lose. Even though we played home, we've drawn. It's okay. We are going back to the drawing board and do the right thing and go and face the next game.
House of Oak Mani team no omu head coach a former referee and former footballer herself. Say me to go on cross or World Cup 99 maybe.
Nah.
Yeah.
Has for Peace Canto. Send can say disrepute no better no.
I use a better no adote. Adote.
I think your referees now can resource.
Adote the 1,500 2,000 yeah they be call.
Has in Peace Canto.
All right. Minister in charge of government communications, the Honorable Felix Ofosu-Kwakye MP. And what I say, same way. Simple. Also, the last World Cup near Koye, no. Yeah, the local team players need be Koye. Then Dan Lad Koye. And a free banny. Aha. And has any kotokunya sikabebre from representation. No. It was say, players need be one way. They don't be World Cup. Born on 29 back cram and kiki one ball crunch. It's out for the king. You mean in chain. Name for local players or more yard and so say a young clubs no.
Well, I agree. I think that there's precedent. At the last World Cup, there were a number of local players and local teams benefited. So I see no reason why we cannot repeat same. It's a 26-man squad. It's not everybody who will get to play. There are some who will never touch a football anyway. So why don't we then utilize the opportunity to select the best performing local players, give them the opportunity to also showcase what they can do on the global stage, and then at the same time have their class benefits from this package for FIFA. So I think it's a win-win for everybody. I support it fully. At the very least, our goalkeeper is a local player, and he has held his own. I mean, he has not considered. He considered one goal, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, just one goal in about 4-6 matches. Yes, that is an impressive feat. There are many goalkeepers who ply their trade abroad who are unable to do that. So I think that it shows that if we encourage local players, they will give up their best. Yes.
I know, and in some Honorable Felix Kwakye Ofosu MP or the Tuja. All right. Young Kanu say flame condoms, no. Your blue flame longer lasting pleasure condoms. Now if your green flame greater stimulation condoms. A boy Juma pa. A boy Juma. Ope se ujina unan so pa to say Victor Osimhen mo, Benjamin Sesko mo, Victor Jokeres mo, Joao Pedro was say second dimension say Joao Pedro, Erling Haaland, Kylian Mbappe. So akamai. Baza krom striker why. Mami for Rashford in say or the Rashford one shot or assist. Baza for only feeling it too. Na mu need 70 million mam. Your boss is in we be fire the akọ. Enti u bazo gina onan so say striker papa bi 90th minute na wo te defenders na. O di ani blue flame. Na sa excitement na yinya after Fergie time goal na ba no 90 plus na striker ni dia tum no. Sa ni gie na wo team no e de ma no. Eno green flame na betumi dia ma. Enti do pharmacy shop wa blue, green, Toby. Fakofa match. O bon ho ban no. Na chese wo sans wo enjoy ya huzam pa. Enu ma ye pa. Enti flame condoms no. Pharmacy vodiato shops ahodo tuntum bi. MSIG clinics ni nyina obowra benya bi ato. Flame condoms. Flame condoms. Amuzu garlic bitter so ye dupa dro wo ho no ma obi anom bon ho ban nom de sound ho yare. Me say wuntinin be bia ma moja atumi akọ inteba ne sa woni pressure to nkwanta pai wo te ho afri sugar ho wo te ho afri yare ahodo bebre sciatic pains ene di ontumi na insomnia ne ade nyina bekọ amuzu garlic bitters garlic adro nwanwaso yi ho mfaso ne ho chese adanse no edoso pa amanfo pina na no bi a o ma kire sampadro na koyi na wo twendien na wo twendien arabe besine mienko na me ponko pentem amuzu garlic bitters. Dr. Amuzu no de buy. The number is 0247 776743 0247 776743.
Ensana lubina shano manabo. Ensa bem no. Amuzu bitters. Você? Amuzu bitters. Amuzu bitters.
All right. It's my kitchen. It's my kitchen restaurant. Baba Yara Stadium traffic light wa na ukwa kudidi ni wedi nwane pa. Ana ukumasi ya baby ana opomadu ani ni biato a ofre omo a ombe deliver ma. O person mo de bro. I mean matter of minutes na riders no after say weduana no modru location TP beji wade. It's my kitchen. Mondays you call na to catfish. How did free count? Biani bia beji wo ho bia na free. Catfish ni pena bitu yaka. Wednesday the ato pizza ba kwanya 2 ya wada bi ato banku ni tilapia 1 plate awnya 2 plates open local fruit juice, I mean natural fruit juice, local cocktails. Almost space on the renting for event until we no akwakoji. Almost services there excellent. 5-star. So what I say. It's my kitchen for almost services no. 5-star. Awards or my jinu kuro wanya asem ketwa. Amanfo bebre na na dia ho ko di sanse o. Omunim se odi omo kwa, odi ho ko ho no ma. Aduane na obedi ni kama. Environment ni kama. Bibia perfect ho. It's my kitchen restaurant. Baba Yara Stadium traffic light wa. Fre 0265 707070. 0265 707070. Sir,
Kanu.
After the league and some kakre watching, but your highlights of a lot of the Premier League games are course this weekend. Yeah, Mamonya be ashenti, which me are joining on Facebook, on YouTube. Na what do come on so afa honum. Obeni Yankwe.
Okay, Kanu, my main starting free House of Folk. One of the best sides are a league in this season. Simply because of new coach by Didi Bay, no. Though enough time I'm as a manager no be pair with the team no. But clearly I started to show and has clean sheet last season. You say Benjamin Asari, I think 14. League in na Ebuanama near the best goalkeeper and the call up man call national team camp as is on number 1 national team camp. But say me I'm becoming worried about him. You see, time and your papa at the recent results now or no as a goalkeeper from goalkeeper na ne share thing. None or conceded 2 against Gold Stars. Gold Stars are a very fine side. Only defending champions of the league. But whether only a good side or a bad side or whatever side, all your goalkeeper now start to say, oh, conceded goals. It gives your manager some kind of second thoughts about him. And especially the conceded I'm paying Nra the gamer Omone Club Baseke Holy Stars a boy. Something that was engineered by himself on one kasa na koye and but me way first me person me hwa ade bi was our game we yes has ni Gold Stars when the goalkeeper after conceding your reaction to the goal no so very important. The science aspect of football no every day nyina e dey count meaning say no I share AC Milan ni AS Roma
no remind me on
Roma nya penalty. Mike Mignon making sure say Paulo Dybala ball at the time of it. Dybala had the ball no to for close to 4 minutes. Or run a shin guard, no to train host, no could not net national referee friend. Eventually, Paulo Dybala said penalty. He wanted to put pressure on the taker. Around 82nd minute more baby. And Cabon bit my one, he lost it. Once you concede, your reaction now is very important. Number 1, the leader in the back line, and as the captain of the team. So even if defenders commit mistakes, though it is not the best there, you are supposed to be aggressive, kakra, you shout. And then you should be the last person to concede to go now, in terms of confidence. So goalkeepers no do na so no kwa na make it hello because about ton neta or kokofa bono. Now was spam on to go. But especially the second goal not considered against Gold Stars, it looked like he had accepted say born and said the woman abano. After or that honor or stretches off a bona when or that hope for some seconds and say no we offer a bonus or to honum at my defenders no. And the defenders looked dejected. As for my whole day, Jumediana no more dinner. You just obey me second goal na. Pese or more Facebook no ehun ade am pese me che no the entire me say the timing no the entire me say timing no wrong. The man say di anim international break di anim and then walk up wo ho a utie honorable Felix Fosukwachi. He's making a very fine argument on paper. But who knows what happens to players or Moko Campo? That is why even bench players, you are supposed to pick players or equally as good as someone best starter. On paper and common sense, it make it fine reasoning for him to be saying, say, yemfa players are ye GD say, so munya boni being keke or hodia any yemfa local players and quarter bench on them. You could do Campo and you could do World Cup. Na any untoward thing BSC injuries nyame fa sama say outbreak bi ko si na yare bi ana infections bi na players na person dey almost start games and do na no incapacitated na just all fall on omo a odi omo course odi omo kwatra bench no because they are quality enough to play but because you want to put them on the bench to give local content to the team and give opportunities to local teams are on place and so bit manyeska okay, a brilliant idea but you need the bit messy or campo you know how injuries will hit us you know to a broader extent and somebody move because who say and just no it mean the problems back camp and they say you bit Marco Drew camp you say Kofi Labi and a boy number 7 your friend say ne wife o jani fi awaka no unza no kwan di etimi excuse obi e wo match day mu na yere awaka no the night before you be ko game no okọ awo so onyanwo ye nyame nyanso ye no tie bi ko Kofi Labi ne focus anyhow sound obit my game tie excuse no all those things etimi dynamics are ye match day selection it is better we go with our best 11. So if goalkeeper Benjamin Asare has started committing, especially make a mistake, especially the Oko consider or Ampino, it was unpardonable.
Then penalty or PA and a huge was that a mistake really?
A huge blunder. Look at the gap between baby and no one baby when I saw about Fabon. It was unnecessary at the time. No, decided say, "Oh, PF free box ma, but that far say or be flexible on." Meaning say, Eugene, give me that video. And match no. It is a goalkeeper's own. The first thing in making the decision, whether you get there or you not get there. If you get there, at all costs, as all say so ko Pia will play a clear free once and what you have to do it. But it is a huge gamble, especially when you are leaving your 6-yard box. Free sa box no more. The protection I was as a goalkeeper no, you lose it. The Ama may pick all these trades from the games. If you watch the first goal he conceded against Gold Stars again, if you watch it very well, a baller Nelson Kopi from the box no MP. This time he comes as far as Otra box no. Abe commit a problem there to cause us to focus a goal. Numbers na coach ebe tenance so or no. Ebe your recent conceding rate no. So Benjamin Asare ye nyina support on say ever since Obeda Ghana post no say the first disrespect in quote man for the man here teams are near bonnie low profile teams ball Chad near ball Central African Republic it is not likely that you concede but after that ball Mali ball other teams are still ultimately the performance no a year for a Black Star but when you start conceding in the goal post for House of Folk especially when league now with them no ranked lower than even players now only more competing outside, which or more consider the argument will be that Bianca on the other side now you concede more. And I say I goalkeepers now all side now. Maybe the quality of the league on bit might prevent some of these goals are all conceded. So he should be very careful that enquire caterpillar where you quine. That is my only problem. Enquire is a caterpillar where you quine and qualify World Cup. Anyway, after the echo walk up, no, the need could see change, and Obeko Bikuana, you will not be the one to keep the post. I'm sure, said the dreamer, no, what as a player, as a goalkeeper, from starting a career, no. Say one realizing this opportunity to keep at the World Cup finals, 2026. So the goalkeepers, trainers of House of Folk must start working on him. And say Black Star opportunity no one kuni trim so much and then affect his psyche to the level some of these things he can avoid in the post or bit makwakoye ewo honom. Number 2, and no mean I can't hear the Kotoko game in full. And clearly it was a quick response from the Ekunhuye ewo Kotoko Morocco. Different opposition, different quality. But if one of the teams are also there, ball, baller, a top form, Emily Pia, Ebony Yenzwa. I think say the Amadou, Nuruddin Amadou team no, and so the ball to form Epia, Ebona Kamapa in terms of possession. So Kotoko had a test to concede 2. I will fee HSA. On the day, no, so only quality enough, Obetma lose the game, no, and you can even go for a draw. So who conceded 2 goals at home in Ghana Premier League? Now on the day, no, and yes, so now element writer, Kanu Betma lose the game, na yi, cause team scoring 2 goals from away, and you come on, away league, no. It also goes to confirm, say, though you are scoring, what you are vulnerable. What is hard time in the Kanwa? Kotoko conceded 1 at Accra, and Onko conceded 5 away. That is 6. And then Noma conceded 2, 8 in 3 matches. It is not a very healthy one for a team building that unity and mounting a challenge. Say, on person competing in the league, on person moje. When you have a team like Adriana Stars and Mediema and House of Folk to chase them, 1, Adriana Stars, one of those teams are at home, so form no person the league. Ni home, don't go there. Ni home kwade obe make sure so obenya the most of the points. The best thing for this Adriana side is that they have started picking vital wins away. Venues where you cannot be too sure say will have better points. So you have a lot of things to chase. Though they scored 4, conceding 2 at Baba Yara Sports Stadium, though to a side on possessable money FDA, but it is something that Kotoko must guide against. And no bia ne beshe utu abenya uti edidim. And no bia and the bit ma beshe 2 goals home. I'll bit medidim. Kotoko played a goalless draw against Lions home. Kotoko echo Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex. Echo bought another goalless draw honum. Neneo. In those games, so one shot ball and net, you are good to go. But even when you are scoring, that boss a good net more. The dynamic is that on the day that somebody will stop you from scoring, the problem, Baba. But I'm happy for the young man called Hibejew. Nansena me kase Kotoko boss no do na no. E ba run as a go bomb boy no, but the shot power and the quality of shot or the couple no. Yeah, na ye something that would mean for measure a player of his quality and say san is what they call. Kotoko against Kwara. Kotoko against Lions. Kotoko home game against WAC. No, I did not watch in full. Make sure highlights. Now my assignment. But here Kotoko ne Lions, Kotoko ne Gold Stars. These were games unze boy and as a goal centered around him, but ne shot quality ne power the couple nisa. But baby ojina na eno nya the first goal na the mark Kotoko. Any the second one. I'm sure if they have started working on him and started issue, it must only be consistent. Because one thing now, AB on Ubit Menya Edia chain, Peter Midu Aqua, Ebe on who goes back on the ball no one. Omina was scale no. Omina the ball ni flow. Midu Aqua ewo a lot of space and as a pace, any speed ewo him. But this boy is so intelligent on the ball. On him when to pass, when to dribble. The only thing I can on the game no one say Odi goes Ebeka home. And that is the best thing I saw here. To Kamara and I'm fancy. And no, I mean whether it do be so Saturday maybe sometime be no off the game kakra na dwene no. Sorry nra. Ebi na dwene no ho an off kakra. Minim so mu ko na bi o consider here. Bo bi nkwade ne nsa left no funny say. Feeble shot bi. And on akoko so corner. Today's game, Sisi ana me hwe.
Bobi no na me ka say Bobi nka corner na dey go by and go make so reach the for region bi no ayi no.
Sisi ana me hwe.
Why did you touch the ball?
Why did you touch it? Sisi ana me hwe Everton ne Sunderland game no. On the stroke of full time Sunderland ya through and we had tension a war Everton for no to defend that corner. So that true. Cause attacking through ni bi abo ene to aba and it nearly resulted in a second goal for Sunderland. It is needless you be yakase mistakes e won ho on try to better the mistakes na so.
I mean the penalty not conceding
a lot of the goals are going to concede. If you want to be very hard on and very critical on him, all
right, Mate.
You should make sure say obey limiting the mistakes no. Make our hands and walk work game say. He has a very good goalkeeper behind him. A goalkeeper just like Waba Hebo foreign no. Or also go out ball foreign Waba. Before he left, if not the best goalkeeper, one of the best goalkeepers I know league in Mansan Woko. To that so some clout around him that will give coaches the sad DNS omonhwe kakra an man opportunity. Or kwaje 5. Or call Morocco no. Name
5 in there say you.
Aziz Hassan na make.
Okay.
Second goalkeeper na make na.
Okay.
So okwaje 5 there. But that's what say clout around him. A bit mama manager say who ye mistakes let me give him the chance. And I'm sure say when he now Aziz ni benye opportunity to keep in the league.
Aziz na da.
Aziz at that league game. Go Stars game, yes.
Go Stars.
Or but that league ni be no benye opportunity to keep wa. Ebesa ko resurrect sa akotoko argument about goalkeeping. Say goalkeepers ni me no. And away you go we Kotoko goalkeeper, we you Kotoko goalkeeper no. You won twice. Felix and Kwamba. Na later be who dan lad. And so I think Asari. Yes, Asari. And Sadia na kokoswa goalkeeper Kamara should be very careful.
All right.
Now I'm checking the ball distribution in BM.
All right. Could be say fans are not angry about what Kamara because of the option no echo them in Morocco. And but probably I mean Kotoko somehow a comfortable win there.
Yeah.
But clearly penalty no there. I mean
it's Opibe clear ball na defender attack here fast.
So before the penalty this ball Kotoko go win.
4th goal.
Line 1 no aden well
Peter Midu akwa.
Aden well handball situation.
In fact, Enra wo stadium a about den so be hu at Enra na I say as a bonus as a morning sir. Na sika pa kwa na yi
video chat.
Like or quickly call him na ye hwe TV3 so phone so hu say as a bonus bi.
Who say line 1 there a higher domain. Or run it to this end of the pitch.
Yeah.
And na a baller and your quick turnover no I say koja went men the actually.
This one there was obvious.
Me hear ni TV so. But me hear no one I saw it say.
But it's also
control.
It's also possible say even Max Hans na me feel say no also nku hu ni better. E possible say be assistant referee one no. E be a Carella players because some you two was outside in the be was be about kusi nani na me no cross nani. But for Max Hansen I think the position here so perfect say na also nku hu. Whether say born inside na morning side because
and yes Kanu nya born inside more than inside boy or than inside the control here. And yes ko born inside or than inside AD ball no say the beba man abo. It was intentional.
Anyway. Kobi.
Yeah. For Kamara no media own say dey na me kan asem. Eno a penalty amukan. Carella attack na smart. Oh yes, smart.
The timing was poor.
Oh, we see. Look at the highlights very well. The attacker was smart. Who say, "Ono anga se mukra owo no so a ontumi nko no akofa ball no." But the way ana keeper na yeba na wonim say ye den a owo ball no so a oni keeper no there will be a collision. And loss no be favor on that occasion.
No, you see, we share ball no cry here. Me nyam say Kamara na committee penalty ni, but Kamara bam because time a Kamara P, you know, I think either he was late or something like that. My player no, as I try so beat Kamara no, he said as a Kamara who ne can no or cut off from, but clearly he was the defender. and a foul striker. You can check it again.
No, Kamara de ne ho ka player no. Ne ho ka no kra nsa na player no ne Kotoko defender no. Copy mu ho. I think that was a blow na Patrick Asiedu. That was Patrick Asiedu on the Dahano. So you na odin mo me fifa wi so it was Patrick Asiedu. A blow rather. A blow. It was a blow. And I mean, say no money there. It happens. And I was share yellow no. And I got to call the winnie any. So they and look at It striker was smart.
Kamara takes the blame.
The striker was smart, says Candy.
Yes, he was smart. Smart because of smart Kamara.
And yes, I mean, anyway,
player no direction and anyway. Or only one option to touch the ball and sign wakeke.
Karela attacker.
If the goalkeeper had not come out, only any chance to shoot.
Wait, if the goalkeeper decided to say my outer and attacker, come on in decide.
There be player and
the chance to control the ball.
There be how close are defender?
You did pause. Look at this.
There be how nyam kobo
pause
stop no. At this stage, keeper no ha. There's
no you find say at this stage, keeper need na pole him.
You team control ball.
Says can you how
close a defender way defender.
The defender will equally foul the attacker.
And it doesn't become your fault. Tobo. Jina why you jemenko. Goalkeeper wa ha. Say goalkeeper no ha. Her direction na defender na running. Player na direction ha. It's either they will cross path. Now defender no afa go player no na a penalty. Or this what touch ball answer. On the control of answer more.
There be say what they now what touch or bar close to the box to come and finish.
He be all facing.
There be I had a close angle. O face her because Kamara by no. He was playing to outsmart Kamara.
Eugene Patos ako chika credit.
So
chika credit.
Remember
chika credit.
Mama phone coming. Yes, your time
check the direction of the ball. Never be free ba or be say. It new goalkeeper ni PNT no push ball no call. It is the only option he had as an attacker.
No, because the goalkeeper was coming. Say keeper na man ko benya the option to control this side.
Ball no direction. Anybody on no run free ba no. He was not facing goal. And the ball was not heading towards goal.
Okay, but
this was
it was a good win for Asante Kotoko.
I'm saying Zito is it not his best game? I got to go team number under him.
Sir.
And I was so impressed.
Best game.
Sir Kotoko Omonya enough threats, even though Omo conceded 2 goals. Omonya enough threats, Omo control game, no scored beautiful goals. And at a point, Karela for take Kamani 1-1, Kwani expect to send pressure back to Kosono. I mean, quickly, you know, was almost bouncing back, say 2 quick goals near the end. It was more or less like the best game of Mahini. Kotoko, best game of my bond as it to me.
But how many dreams in so it wasn't, I think last season. Was it last season?
How much dreams for?
Then also
and I can all restrict into this season.
No, me since I buy any na.
Even Go Stars, say Go Stars did not even.
How much you dominate game no pa me fi.
No na born here pa.
But it was a good win, Kanu.
Omo the far left a call, omo the far right a call, omo the far finfin a call, omo cross so come omo like I mean somehow the scoreline was even deceiving. One round cause a clinical crab on come to me.
Yeah, but I think say coach, assistant coach, you know, Kase Omo Koye goal scoring who Juma. It's good. Omenya 4 goals. But goal scoring no. Yesterday Omunye Peter Midua kwa who Juma. Peter Midua kwa goal scoring there. A big issue. I don't know. Kanu. Especially first half, there was one particular chance. Just curl the ball to the net. We didn't put like the NBC pass. We would just curl it. Oh, and Peter Midua so the goals eka ni game no ho Kanu were one of the dangerous attackers in the game because we pace pass on and he's also skillful on the ball nti omunye omuhu adwuma on unse Hibert especially in the second goal no it was not some we didn't see the goal coming so as I say and that goal at the Kotoko bar game nimpa nti I mean after that heavy defeat to work no it's good that Kotoko first game at home no ombenya such a winner a very revival players nankasa crash spirit in particular but again they did so virtually an empty stadium and the problem continues you see you the entire Kotoko but maybe this one you can understand because they see your work no but they still need to be there to make the game beautiful to say the who can say we grab it me Zito best game ever since he took over no so nanka numbers so yeah but especially after that
Kumasi voja ball hill
I was on kick on say my game ni nyako no so ahead of a classico like that no here when has so ko share Holy Stars I mean who say did so far he's yet to lose a game in the league the only problem is say draws no doors because wa share 4 wa draw 4 so as I see you and I think Oma considered 3 goals or so in the 8 games of Mabo. And you know, all of them put together, I think say Oma weti appetite for the Clasico ahead of us next weekend. So I think we can wait and see how our two teams will be facing each other on Sunday. But I would say media I've always said say see a cat team or what quality power league anymore. I've always given it to Asante Kotoko. And ahead of the Clasico, every single department, say, analyze it 2 teams now. Any quality or more, you put Kotoko ahead. So, but so far, Didia has also done well with resources now. One, I mean, who say limited, no. Can you bit me a relaxing Clasico, no, on Sunday? So, when you know the wins, neko, it will be a. It will be a one in some more deco. So we'll wait and see.
All right. Ochina Champions League, you know, so 8 o'clock, Liverpool versus Real Madrid. Yeah, the commentary be bro. Ochina Anadro 8 p.m. All right. After the hitting phone lines, you know, now. You 0505225578 and 0505224944. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, sir, boss. We didn't send out free.
Aziz, Mr. Kanu, good evening.
You, Aziz, yet you.
I'm ready. Boma Basona Macassa. I was in Chidamupa. Now, the American say, I saw it, Diana Namiska, Scandican. Yes, but in what was I see so Uncle City go so. Even quite the days of Van der Sar, nominated Peter Michael in an almost City, but the American say, what you know for one Tiena, both Peter Stern and so ancient on so. You know, near me, the Pacofilabi. My wife saw Penasem Power Channel, and the American say, Lady was a Kotoko ahead of a Clasico, but the American say, whom is a heart the best Kotoko 1. The best say. If we say me who's a Timono, see, I'm quite a faso to put near man, and for the 3 players in the Quam Faso Segus, no. Radia do my meaning say Christo to my Ebeco, the best 1 in Mr. Kanu.
That's it. Hello.
Boss player Marco.
Yes, I want you.
Yeah, Benji,
you, Benji, young quay.
My mama was a mobile as usual. Well, face to say, yeah, body mobile and sports papa who come about. Yeah, I can comment to you. A Pushiko 820. Best at here, was at another mobile at every more.
The best at 7 o'clock now.
Okay. Because the coin half night, I didn't go high, credit, win more, half, say, or form of probability say me also Omanja bear for the mid margin say if he has in the form of your boy you say and see ya more living so that make no you see how to folk do be in like kofa you can see a part the aba to the team here see a cover being through my mental DC as well the best second in more be somebody the say yeah
but I say hello.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Opening Bajo didn't say.
Uncle Crazy.
Oh, Uncle, you too.
Kanu na the for photo TV na radio right what the it was another or you one way traffic. What we call you walk down a commercial a GDC na do. Oh. This is when you not defend the DPR. We didn't. I was watching TV. But now me commentary. It did today be a kotoko. Did but one of the ones that Muslim can we na when you now take it. You say take it since
Bajo over there. The woman say on. GFA de nhyehyɛ aba sɛ commentary no mo radio station bi anya ne die biem. Omo na ɛyɛ obefa no wafa umfa emfa bibia.
What is wrong? What is wrong? Kanu azuko somebody and where Robert Mensah 54 years yanti umafama na waba no obi enyi Robert Mensah enti wo ye bibia mo fa da ma zanenka oda ye ka Robert Mensah so mo sports wo ye yin obi anka da ma 54 years na Robert Mensah that day the name me papa was for a schedule. And so I want one kind of warrant by Nkopana, Mofamana warrant, who danger will bet me a day any day. Yaman come on.
You, that's it, pa. Hello?
Dr.
Yes, sir. Major Sunia.
In my own bonnet,
you
tell what you're putting on. A bit here, do be a Matiano.
Body.
Don't put your boss, sir.
You.
No, I have to focus on it. Oh, my name on as I Kanu. A person no animal. So, no, I keep the way I won't say I have to put you, but I do a fair idea. I was kind of question if I said them for a group. So, as a best keeper, Ghana number one, or that fool man. Over also commander to Hokamano. Na o consider go we dia
ba ko pe mamu mbe yes anu mo yin fi Black Stars ni mo
o ka je o te kan ko esi tire no Kanu
unza tiu no kwani say mo yes ana say bi o mo peso mo yin fi mu ana mo mana ye fo amomu
e wo msa ba te ja se leak na so na esu e be ko Africa yo ana ko zo consider go na say no
Africa mo ko na uti anya yina kushia work ni yi mu a 45
Kanu te mo ta te na se ka ta se bo ya bo mo ona se bi green tea fan cup no se omo fa no omo stand game yes aka se omo bote
aka mienza
go do okay they but here from see nyambono yamo majuma.
That's it. Hello. Yes sir. Major Suminu Amajo didn't say now free.
Me passion for the building ka so kukufume sa.
You. Abruana na krum no.
Me passion yaki. Me passion. See what hana kutupopo ka se nshenin tiri.
Was it team back no? Denzel obesha na twasu 2.
Na team back na de na what obesha ni obesha na tasa akosha ni moloko. Bibia to me see. Oh, and con kansha na maybe oni wo twadu ni na yake. Oni wo twadu me de na oni wo twadu ni na difference bien fisha wo koto players. Fine, we buy what some players are called the now one to striker ma. Striker so big for ya then so Yamanoko. And yet the back me defended name. You see, players are don't buy I become anyway. And a competition in 81 and the Shiguamo. Maybe your palm we are symbol the coach. No credit back okay. Then we 12 in regular why one ski. in the different and as like Ghana and your party between host international match. Yes, if we dear
we park the nya FF for Juma park in the nya FF.
Oh, nya FF for man FF for no more for much man.
Aha.
One more man say. Because you said at Ghana you tell moko, you see yan you tell moka. Because you who I do not be muji. I'm all mine. Then for swear you DP is scared you tell moka. But I think commissar the swat the sad you. It's your mom.
Okay, Mate, that's it. Last 2 calls. Hello?
Hello, Kanu.
Yes, sir.
No more, Joe.
Major Sumini, I'm about to want you.
Kwesi Becky Alex, because every bomb so about born.
Okay.
I said, the team in catch, Nanya,
no credit.
Jadi, a Kotoko company for Kotokuna, a Jamaica, one year Bobu, and you believe. Yami and Munukrini, Kono Woody Misrawara, Mitamus, not the faculty. Kwaya Kotoko 4,000 pounds at the time one. I never get you. Many Jana idea. 20 Kotoko, King Kotoko. You give it at the time one.
I will have to me.
Work. Not if we leave a Virginia, but I work for it. At the time one, I am a book. You are the Liverpool. If you need to question now, Casson to crack, I can't bench for the man at the time one entity. Because only there and then the cost you are made in Lucy time, you know. So when you move, oh, yeah, I see here, at the time of what one is, and then you see, you know. Because the only me at the time of Cabo, give back, I can't do another book. Because it's all sorts of nature.
Okay.
Now, the property scale, nothing come moving government, my father tells you between my pampazo. If you are in peer sports, you move, and then quite done with you, and then quite done. It's not and not present about Remo and a catcher, I got to watch a country, you move 4-2. And I'm saying, there's many things in room. I mean, I probably could have one term woman, no one who told the woman running with it, one off on the boot. You know, so good, I'm a taking your support, you know. The idea about who could go. Now I can't say something to cook a cafe. One league in a one, your body, you want to ask you, so I can tell you. Now, don't say. Why the better of completing Africa? Today, I will go past Ghana. You too slow, and Africa. We can know.
Who?
Listen, the past, Madame, to be self-attempt. Listen, the real one I'm going to report to us, Madame, no chairman. In fact, when you say Nancy from Ghana, you're better for the power to every Ghana football at time. Kotoko party, or 2 4 play one get a thing Kotoko. You need to be about Africa, oh, Kumapi. You need to be about Africa, oh, Kumapi. Now, when I go through the one I do what I know. Thank you. I see the water. Not going to go radio. Now, I walk to pass. Oh, you take to be no target to be no one. Can money, I mean, come on, me trouble to because when you're at Hawaii.
You and yeah, last call. Hello? Yes, sir. So, no, so you knew.
Mamma or about the neighbor phoning in our and maybe a chance to one assembly. And after Pomas as you watch Mamma Bejanoff. Kanu. And Mamma more Comase as Antecoto supporters. And Mutual pay mobile by a sports stadium. Kanu Yamo supporters no more pie and Abaso. What I say, Omama, a crazy Comase Antecoto team, a Yomodia. Say, Fonseco, crack, shoot heavily. What I say, now you strike about why you never know. So, you can't know. No supporters in that say, to me, dear. So the PPR, you making magic. Now, about the team magic. At the end of my more supporters are almost brothers of the team. Yamabaso. Now, in saying a good pension from home. You know, and the first to continue Yamudio. We will go to supporter. For this SOC, we will disturb you. And I'm so open to become a protocol. Protocol, or below us for stadium. We will go to supporter. One mark pack, and the physical, and from what you know. As a player, naturally, as a full musica, as a full player, no. Who the same supporter now, who contribute to,
and contribute to a proportion of time, team, no, but to go to stadium, I want some the same person, number Sakasa. I didn't benefit, I didn't know what to go a thing. Sorry. Eti ifada no mfa ewa ni kotuko mu unme kan pelu tu one match kotuko bo eti pese kotuko supporters no na me ni team ni si apeti you did say na match e bo ni nya first stadium na kotuko ho match ya park area ma pre no be so kotuko ben for the town because you scared it na match apia na atra sika sengo na sa ela ni on the park abekama boy to support this young stadium young contribute to a team no enti many more supporters na so any no so players so mo there o de jaw o se le goals mi na o se na amadu se na ase e full no ni am pere so so GBB and no to team no enti mo players na so o gidi se nyame adoma Wednesday midweek no ye be tinyo kwa ko finish match no na Sunday match so ye den so inshallah ye bo assignment we are top no Kanu amanema kwa kama kwa tukutima Kanu nyako fensha mwina mecha mwire ya nantechwa ubapa ya mecha ya mame Kanu meda ase
yeso da ase pa yemfansi ya weekend yisu na work for no epa Hakim Ziyech huntuma ebzianfo na tese a sight to behold Sheni pa domba because player about Chelsea about Ajax about Galane teams akese bebre no aba back to Nikuru Morocco work so bantem dia ankosia kotoko match no go bobi Hakim Ziyech na yi na kire no Hakim Ziyech Sheni pa dom and the stadium ho bia so ne phone camera e dia kire Hakim Ziyech so kita flag no wine on them so yes work more the more Hakim Ziyech so ye de besi a council Osei Akoto so do bia for your time nyankopon ad much na ye be san ba yakra mo